The Now Recording podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. The opinions, beliefs, and statements expressed by our hosts and guests are purely satirical and should not be taken seriously. We strive to create a humorous and lighthearted atmosphere, and any resemblance to real opinions or beliefs is purely coincidental. Listeners and viewers are encouraged to exercise critical thinking and not interpret the content as factual or representative of anyone's actual views. Our goal is to entertain and provoke thought through humor and satire. The Now Recording podcast does not endorse, promote, or condone any particular beliefs or opinions presented on the show. We urge our audience to form their own informed opinions and seek reliable sources for accurate information. By watching or listening to our podcast, you acknowledge and agree to the satirical nature of the content. If you have any concerns or questions about the material presented, please feel free to reach out to us for clarification. Thank you for being part of our comedic journey. And remember, Now Recording is always recording.
Hello and welcome to Now Recording. Today we'll be reacting to a dumb bitch.
Well, we gotta bleep that.
Yeah.
Now recording.
You're not gonna introduce us? Look at the hell! Come on, man! Like, you're just leaving us out to dry. Like,
Well, I did the opener, and then Matt was supposed to be like, "Well, that's Beavers over there."
hey everybody, welcome to
Now
Now Recording. My name is d.max. That's Beavers.
And I'm Matt Pitt. How's it going, guys? So we've had just to give context here, Beavers has gotten wrapped up in a very interesting little feud with this female React content creator, or I guess she calls herself a commentator. What's her name? Her name is Katclyzm.
Katclyzm.
Katclyzm. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So you were kind of tweeting at her. You're not a fan of her videos, anything like that. And we wanted to do a stream on her, and you wanted to call it Katie Likes Predators, or something like that. Or Katie is a Predator.
Yeah, I wanted to call it
originally
Katie is a Predator.
Yeah, but we did a hard optics check on that one and went, it's probably not gonna.
See,
that's
Katie,
probably not gonna work.
If you're listening, Katie, we do like care about our content. Okay, we don't get age restricted all the time. What are you talking about?
Only sometimes.
Only
most of the time.
Our streams get restricted all the time.
Look, so I don't know much about this girl. You were watching. So how did you go down this rabbit hole? What's going on?
Okay, so I've said it on stream a few times. I've been really getting back into, all the Lolcows, Cyrax, Chris Chan, and this guy Jupiter that we're going to be reacting to today. He's this guy on TikTok. I believe he's completely gone off the platform now, so his arc is complete. So there's a lot of videos coming out about him, and because I've been watching all that Lolcow content, I watched this person called SmokeyMcC, and a lot of his content revolves around this. And his most recent video was about this Jupiter person. So that was kind of in my feed already. And then I just opened YouTube and I saw that there was this girl reacting to Jupiter, and I was like, "Oh, let me go see. This guy's a creep." You know what I mean? Let me see another video. Maybe they've got more evidence, because I don't go on TikTok and shit like that, or Reddit, right? And so and then I saw her video, and it's appalling. It is truly a piece of shit.
Yeah. So
Well, I was just gonna say, like, well, what is it about it that you don't like, Beavers?
Well, I believe we'll get into that later.
All right, fine.
But we're gonna do like a juxtaposition here. We're gonna show you a good video on Jupiter, and then we're gonna go into Katclyzm's videos as well. So,
and I'd like you all to note, right before we get into this video, SmokeyMcC is a Lolcow veteran, right? He's been tracking these people down for a while now. 49k subscribers, almost 50k subscribers, and the title of his video is Jupiter, TikTok's worst predator.
Right.
All right. So let's go into it.
If you think that you'll be able to handle me, then that's on you.
My darkest fantasy is to watch all those who wronged me die by my hand.
Samesies.
Right. Yeah. 5 seconds in, I think this guy's a pedophile, by the way.
This guy looks like, sounds like, acts like, just the entire package just is branded pedophile.
Yeah.
It makes me want it. Just
He looks like a fun guy.
Fantasies of killing. I want to get everybody involved. including those who keep calling me a pedophile.
Great at
I'm
parties,
not gonna let them
not
keep
kids'
doing this one of
parties.
these days.
Oh no, no. I would say stay far, far away. No.
A pedophile online. I'm not gonna let them keep doing this. One of these days, if the government won't even notice, I can make those people disappear.
They think that you're a pedophile.
Oh, piss off, haters. And by the way, I only dated minors it was only for show. I wasn't actually doing it. It was only for show.
Oh.
Some people took that too far, you know? I did it just for show. I wasn't even serious with them. I just did it for show.
All right, can we
That's
pause?
interesting, actually.
Can we pause?
Yeah.
Can we pause for a second? How far are we into this video, Matthew?
1 minute and 5 seconds.
We are 1 minute and 5 seconds into this video called TikTok's worst predator, Jupiter.
Right.
Right? And we've already gotten the context of Jupiter. Isn't that amazing how you can do that?
No,
at the beginning of the
I was
video?
just about to say that because that's what I was popping off about was that like, yeah, a minute into the video and I have a good idea as to who Jupiter is, what they're about, and what they're saying at least is like the opposite. Like what's the other side of things, right?
And the
it's like what's
words-
Jupiter's take? Yeah.
And the words have just left Jupiter's mouth that I only dated those minors.
Yeah, so we have a clear and direct thing that we can look at and point at and be like, okay, so like the accusation is this person's a predator. Yeah, a predator. We got the title. Yeah, it's all coming together.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
A predator.
A predator. Listen, I've been doing that all day. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I'm chewing ice.
He's a predator.
Oi, mate. He's a predator.
Is a nonce.
All right, let's get into it.
Why do they always have their shirt off?
When I crack a joke,
Dude, that is kind of like a common occurrence, right?
Like,
Shirts off.
why?
Because they're sexy and they know it.
They fuck kids.
Oh God.
like, it was just a joke, or is it? I do have a tail, but it's mostly visible to those who have the powers to see them, like werewolves, vampires, that sort of thing.
Oh.
I have $0 to my name right now.
Have you ever thought about maybe becoming a star? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, what if you and I decided to if ever you and I got married and we decided to make our own videos, and we added them to different sites and they paid us a butt ton of money, would you consider?
What does that say on screen there? Go back for a second.
I was tired.
Go back.
He thought he was talking to a 15-year-old here.
Hey,
Now-
context.
Okay, so before we even get into Miss British Lady's video, I just want us to sit here and be like, okay, you've watched this little bit of Smokey's video, and you can see that, okay, he's a little bit weird. He's a bit of an otherkin, right? He believes he's a vampire and, and all this shit. But you can also see that he's introduced the malicious aspects of this person, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's shown you
Double
that this
speak and
person
everything.
is
Yeah.
a bad person, right? You can
Yes.
laugh at him, but he's a bad person.
Yeah, and he hasn't even said a word. Like Smokey
Nope.
hasn't even said a word with his weird ass voice. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Different sites and they paid us a butt ton of money, would you consider doing it with me every time?
I was set up. I was tired. I was high on nicotine.
Yes, Daddy.
I wasn't thinking.
I was high on nicotine.
I'm just
What the fuck?
just shuffling my Yu-Gi-Oh card on my Yu-Gi-Oh card deck.
No, he plays Yu-Gi-Oh!
Why
No!
you come and shuffle this Gucci?
I mean, I don't have a car.
If you think that you'll be able to tame my inner beast, knock yourself out, girl.
I'm willing to get married just as long as it's not an open an open area where all my enemies can have a free invitation to come and try to kill me.
I love
What?
you.
What?
That's
Oh. So wait, did they just say that they wanted a wedding, but so long as it's not in an open area where they're gonna die? Like, or there's some, like people are gonna come up and like kill this person? Like I'm, yeah.
They are very paranoid.
Jesus.
This is Corbin Pennell, or better known to the internet as Jupiter the Hybrid, and you may be asking, well, what makes him a hybrid? And that's because he's a hybrid between a werewolf and a vampire. So you take those two things, you mix it with being a pedophile, and bam, you got Jupiter the Hybrid. You might want to throw a little bit of pony diddling in there too.
Okay, this guy this is not the one I was talking about, Beavers, where I said I hated his voice. I actually like this guy's voice. He's got that.
Yeah, this guy's voice is not bad.
Voice.
I made that. Now I feel bad. I made that comment erroneously because of what Matt said, and Matt, you were wrong. So I've been gaslighted by the both of you.
Yeah,
I look like an actor.
I watched a different guy who talked. I was just like, I hate this pedo. He's really bad person.
Listen, all I'm saying is nobody can be mad at me because I did the base level of research for this. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all Beavers. Blame Beavers.
Yeah. Yeah, Beavers. What the hell.
I love how, just by the way, we got a brony in the chat with us right now.
Yeah.
Hi, every pony. That's rarity, by the way.
Are you ever gonna make a song going, I'm every pony? Dun,
No.
dun, dun.
No, I won't live the allegations down as they are. I don't think with that it would help it, you know.
He has a bunch of kids with the pony
I'll think about it,
holding on screen. There's so much going on here with Jupiter, and today I'm going to give you all the rundown on him. Now, let me tell you something here. I've covered a lot of wackos on the internet. We've talked about a lot of the scum from the doldrums of the internet, and Jupiter belongs right there, shoulder and shoulder with Cyrax. Well, maybe not shoulder and shoulder. Cyrax is very small. But after you see what we're going to be talking about here today, I'm sure you guys will be in complete agreement that this dude is just one of the worst people you'll ever come across on the face of this here internet. And with that all being said, let me tell you why. So with Jupiter here, I'm not going to get too much into his early life because I'm not even sure if there's that much out there to begin with. What I do know is that he has about 10 brothers and sisters, and that he's from one of the most rural parts of Idaho. And now that's going to become very important a little later on in the video, because Jupiter realized...
Oh no, I don't like the implication already. I'm putting two and two together.
It's not what you think. It's more to do about the rural part of Idaho. It's really fucked.
Okay. Okay.
And he thinks that he can use this to his advantage to possibly hide some internet trolls that might be bullying him if need be. And then you might be thinking, well, why is this poor innocent vampire werewolf hybrid getting bullied? And well, there's a lot of reasons. There's a whole lot of reasons, and it all boils down to one thing: TikTok. Because Jupiter here, he knew he was meant to be a star.
Plague
so
on
he got on
society.
TikTok.
You know, you have to look at it from everybody's angle.
And videos for the world to see, and it wouldn't be long until his true colors started to come to light. Now, the first thing that I saw about Jupiter were all these creepy Snapchat videos he was sending to a bunch of different girls, and I mean, creepy doesn't even do it justice. You probably saw a little bit of it in the intro. You're gonna see this and just go, oh my god, imagine getting this. Like, imagine having someone send you the type of stuff he's sending these women.
Okay, Maya, 3 reasons we should date. 1, if you like what you see, then take it.
No.
It's gonna be a big no. Yeah. Hard pass.
Call up customer service and just be like, I believe you sent me a defective model.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
This one's trying to fuck my 13-year-old daughter.
I'm gonna need you to pay me for this one. I don't. Yeah.
I ordered an e-boyfriend, but he seems more attracted to my 13-year-old daughter.
Oh.
He keeps showing me his Yu-Gi-Oh cards and calling himself a vampire.
He showed me rarity like 8 times. It's not helping at all. I can't, you know.
He keeps wanting to show my daughter his Blue Eyes White Dragon. I keep like saying no.
No, God, no.
We got him locked in the shed now. All he does is make TikToks.
He swears he's not a furry, but he says that he has a tail that only some people can see. I don't know. Like, I don't even know, man.
Oh my god.
You think that...
The Blue Eyes White Dragon can kill me.
Then that's on you. 3, you're cute as hell, and I'd love to have you on my arm. And here's a 4th reason. If you think that you'll be able to tame my inner beast, knock yourself out, girl. Thanks for watching.
By the way,
these are my...
I know we're pausing a lot, but we should anyway. I just want to say that for people that aren't familiar with Lolcows, since we're reacting to this, for people that aren't familiar with Lolcows, when you see them talk about relationships, a lot of what they apply to IRL relationships is what they have seen in media, right? You see the same thing with Chris Chan, Cyrax, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is intellectually disabled, clearly, right? There's something fucking wrong with this man.
Yeah. putting it mildly.
But you can see that there's this you'll see in the way that they treat things like this. It's very much in media. You know, you can be the girl on my arm if you think you can tame me. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That he's just seen in media.
Yeah, it's very anime oriented.
It is kind of like that. Yeah. I mean, what I hear too is like it's just something about the body and the voice is not really matching to me. It's like, you know, when people talk about like trauma that's happened to somebody when they're younger and they like kind of retain their voice from that age and just never develop at all. It's almost like one of those. Like, I'm not trying to get too meta here, but that's immediately where my mind goes to. This person's
it's
paying
also
it
like,
forward right now.
So they do
maybe.
have the mindset of a kid, right? When you're a kid, you're on the playground, you're pretending to be. Well, when I was a kid, I pretended to be the Terminators. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
But so they're doing that shit, right? They're pretending to be an anime, but they also have their body has evolved to the point where they have a lust for women. So that's an element added into it. So there's that imagination, that delusion, that childhood-like delusion mixed with the elements of wanting a woman. And a lot of times, it's unfortunately not a woman of age. So whoops.
I'm gonna take a shower after this. Jesus.
Yeah.
My reasons for you to date me. Hey, Coco, the reason why I want to marry you is
Ew! Jump scare.
They always do the worst angles, bro.
I know, it's always like the down, like the way it's lit is like a horror movie. It's like a flashlight at a campfire.
You guys need to remember that he's a werewolf vampire hybrid.
Oh, so us calling him scary is actually a compliment?
Yeah, this is just his vibe.
I don't like this. This is like fetishistic.
What's the werewolf? What's the wolf from Twilight?
Jacob.
Was Jacob fucking kids too? I don't think he was, right?
actually, Matt.
Wait.
Actually, do you really want me to tell you? Because I'll tell you.
Wait, did he fuck a kid in Twilight?
Yeah, you did.
Oh no. Well.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
that's a whole. Yeah, there's a whole thing there. Yeah. I wish I was joking. That's actually real.
Okay. All right.
It's because do you want me to explain? Okay, let me explain. Let me explain so the Twilight people don't get mad.
In Jupiter's defense, then, you know, werewolves gonna be werewolves.
I guess. Oh God, I hate this. But okay, yeah. So in Twilight, what ends up happening is there's the thing. Okay, I won't go through the whole thing. Basically, the main character and the vampire end up having a kid. The kid is like a weird vampire immortal thing that doesn't happen but every like couple thousand years or something. So it can age, but it's also a vampire. So this thing gets born, and as soon as this thing gets born, Jacob goes over to it and bonds with it. And like bonding for like a werewolf in this universe is like lifelong partners forever. And so eventually she like ages up really quickly and he ends up marrying her within like a couple of years. Or like I'm not even sure within that amount of time. It's like a really short amount of time.
It's the reverse of a 1,000-year-old dragon.
Exactly. God.
Yeah, this grown woman is actually a 2-year-old vampire child.
I've never thought about Jacob being a pedophile. I hate this.
It's like that. You know that Benjamin Button?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna press play now.
Well, soft yet tough, and very, very brave. And also, very outgoing. I want to see more of that, and more sides of that like you. Nyla, check this out.
Why is it so close to your face? Back up!
How could any of these women not be moved by this?
Howling like a wolf!
God damn it.
I'm on the hunt. I'm after kids.
It's literally, bro. It's like he watched that. You know the wolf from the old Boomerang shows.
Yeah,
sits there and he's like,
right.
You know that guy?
It's like that, but for children.
It.
Yeah.
I love you, and I know you want me. I know you want it bad from me.
This is a 25-year-old man sending the cringiest Snapchats to any woman who will just give him the time of day.
Does he even own a shirt?
Factor?
Like, for real?
No, you have to remember we can't see his hair, bro. Does a dog wear a shirt, man?
I don't. Oh, no. God. Oh. Okay, I just want to make the thing too that this person is not a furry. Like, come on, like you can't lay this at the feet of furries, all right? This person's like some other weirdo.
No.
I'm just saying this is being a werewolf like this is not like that's not a furry. That's not the same
but there's
thing.
furries that are just as bad as this guy.
That's true. But I'm saying this person is not a furry.
Well, isn't he otherkin? Isn't he otherkin?
Is otherkin under furry? I mean,
no, otherkin is like when people believe that they are like a mythical creature of some kind.
Oh, I guess that is kind of. Oh, I guess you got me.
So if you believe that you're a vampiric fox, are you a furry or otherkin?
Well, if it was just a vampire, I would say you're not a furry. But I guess if it's a vampiric fox, then I guess you're kind of a furry. Yeah.
He's definitely jacked off to watching dogs in the yard.
Oh yeah, no, I believe that.
Probably.
To be a factor
Red Rock,
which is a huge problem. We'll touch
We'll
on
let the dogs out
here, because if he was only sending cringy Snapchats like this, I bet we'd still look and laugh at this guy. But the fact of the matter is, it gets so much worse than that. Because I bet you the whole time you've been seeing Jupiter, and you might see someone cut off on the other side of the screen. Well, that's Linda Binda, and it's really important to talk about this person now because they have gotten Jupiter to spill all the beans possible. Jupiter has admitted so many things to this person, completely unprovoked. And in my opinion, there's two factors to that. It's that he wants to be with this person. Like, he really wants to get in Linda Binda's pants, and it's also a little bit of autism, because he'll just say anything in hopes to try to wow somebody, to try to sound
just a little bit.
Is he wearing
a
fake
shirt?
Is that oh god damn it. Is the person
on
the left?
The other person? I have no idea.
Is that a fake nose, or is that their real nose?
I have the exact same thought.
I'm not gonna lie, Matt, because of the nature of everything, I am terrified of that question. So I don't know if we should keep
touching that. That's a very beautiful woman.
I love everything
but
about
the nose
left
doesn't make
it.
All right, whatever.
I don't know because I don't know.
It looks like she's wearing.
To be fair, she could just be a really.
That's what I'm worried about. Is if she's like a resident of Boca Raton, we're fucked.
No, but all I'm saying is it kind of looks like the glasses that come with the nose.
It does look like that. Yeah. It does look like that.
It looks like that a little.
Yeah. I tried figuring it out for like an hour when I was watching the original. I just gave up.
Because in a lot of these clips we're about to watch, you can see Jupiter saying some batshit crazy things that make him look like a creep, make him look like a pedo, not even look like a pedo, make him be a pedo. And he's going to say it all with a smile on his face, acting like he's the man. And so I want to show you guys the first time I ever saw one of these Jupiter and Linda interactions. Jupiter would just go up there, talk to Linda, and eventually now it seems like he's realized that this was all an act and that he was just getting messed with the whole time. But before he realized that, it was just amazing how much this guy would divulge because he really thought that this person was like a prospective love interest, you know? It seems like Jupiter would just admit anything to a woman he was trying to talk to. Sound familiar? sound like a certain Sonichu we know? Speaking of that, Mrs. Smokey did a video on the comparisons between Jupiter and Chris. I'm going to have that link down in the description below for you guys to go watch that. Pretty damn good video. And also, you know, just because we're going to be watching a lot of these clips, I'll have Linda Binda's channel down there too, so you guys can go watch all of these hours of conversations between Linda and Jupiter. Because right now, I'm just going to show you the craziest parts. And when I say crazy, ladies and gentlemen, I really mean it, because this is going to have you losing your mind.
What's your deepest, darkest fantasy?
My darkest fantasy is to watch all those who wronged me die by my hand.
You're right about the anime.
Those who betrayed me, they will get what's coming to them.
Death Note, just etched with everybody's name in it. Yeah. Jesus.
It's just one of my darkest fantasies of doing. I want to kill everybody who's wronged me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to say.
You think the person's having some second thoughts?
I like that. No, but I like the lips back too. That.
Oh.
It's like, what do I even say to that? Like,
those who have wronged me as a person, including those who keep calling me a pedophile online. I'm not going to let them keep doing this. One of these days, if the government won't even notice, I can make those people disappear. There's places out here in Idaho where I can bury bodies and no one would think to look.
Have you done it before?
Not really done it, but actually thought of it. There are some people I want to bury out somewhere in Melba.
You're like a fucking kid.
Yeah, no.
Right.
It's such a kid mentality. It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying about
go out there and bury them.
Yeah, it's the voice and everything for me. It's like, it just like,
He's fucking developmentally delayed. There's the kids.
Yeah.
He's got Asperger's, autism, or
All of
something.
them.
He's definitely
Every
on the
single one of them.
spectrum. Yeah,
Oh,
he's high
yeah.
spectrum.
Also, I think something's in the water in Idaho.
Yeah. Maybe.
Someone else in this community is from Idaho, and they got the same thing with their voice, and yeah, something's going on.
It's not faring well for them.
Post it in the comments who you think that might be. Just kidding. Satire.
You're now recording. We won't accuse you of being a pedo.
Okay,
We'll just have other people do it.
The person I'm talking about is not a pedo. I don't think. No, they're just weird.
I don't think. No, they're just weird.
No, they're just weird.
Scratch his head.
Yeah, but we aren't going to say a name if we don't have evidence of them being one. Unlike a certain somebody.
Exactly.
There's places here, and no one would ever think to look for a body.
He's just trying to sound edgy, but at the same time, if he had the means to do so, you know a creepy person like this would absolutely act on the things he's talking about. Now, he says that he wants to do this stuff to the people online who call him a pedophile, and I think it's just, we're just going to jump right ahead and show you that the people calling him that, they aren't wrong.
Jupiter, can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
It's up to you, sweetie, if you want to, because I don't mind.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait. There's, hold on. Listen to this.
You do, I don't mind. Do you plan on turning me in if I say yes?
No, I would never.
All the way to 16 if you guys wanted me to. Or I'd even change it to 15.
Okay, so
damn, the fucking ads, bro.
Okay, but while the ad plays, right, that man just said, if I was in charge of everything, I would lower the age of consent to 16. Maybe even 15.
Yeah, right.
What's
not
about
making a
12?
That's not a good. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe
We go full Japan on this bitch.
It's breaking my brain.
So, like, what the fuck is this? This is a guy talking to someone who he believed was a 13-year-old girl. Because, again, like in most situations with these predators, this is a sting. Thankfully, they're not actually talking to a 13-year-old, someone who's posing as a 13-year-old. And a lot of people act like that's some deniability for someone like Jupiter, being like, oh, well, she wasn't a real kid. It was someone that he thought was a real kid. And he's telling them to send him pictures of themselves. Oh, if you want to, you don't have to, but I wouldn't mind all that stuff. Then he's telling them that he'll lower the age of consent to 16. Then he goes on and drops it even further down to 15. Like, the writing's on the wall for this dude. But he doesn't want to admit to that. He wants to say all this stuff. He wants to act in this way and then point the finger at the people calling him out for it and talk about how he wants to bury them in like his little town wherever he could get away with it or all that. Nah, dude is a straight up, he's a problem. This guy's an absolute problem. People like this in society who want to do all this sick stuff and then threaten to hurt people who call them out on it, it's like you're the problem. But obviously for Jupiter here, all that matters is that he's like a vampire werewolf who's allowed to do whatever he wants, and he can basically just put other people in their place, and their place apparently is in the ground if you call him out on all the weird shit he does. And so you may have heard it in the intro, but Linda Binion's about to ask Jupiter why he
don't werewolves usually like try to convert people? Like, don't they try to they'll like claw somebody and then like turn them into a werewolf too? Do you think this person's like actively trying to create new pets? I mean, I guess that's kind of what pedophiles do when they go after kids, is just create new pedophiles, right?
I mean, that is the curse. That's the curse that keeps on giving, right?
It's the curse of the pet.
And then, but then on top of that, right, I don't think the legislation says anything about underage werewolves.
Oh.
So if I scratch you first,
Jesus.
You will be the prey, and then you will be the predator.
Is about to ask Jupiter why he did all these things. And of course, most of it is the stereotypical, predator being caught response. I was set up, this, that, and the third. But he adds so much extra shit on here that you just know he's thinking of any excuse to get himself out of this situation.
They want us to address the pedophile word again.
I was set up. That's my that's my side. I was set up. I was really set up.
I wouldn't have done it if there weren't cameras there.
I was tired.
I knew ahead of time going into it that it was a setup. So I just, actually, you guys were to blame.
Yeah, you were set up.
You guys are the real pet here.
I was tired. I was high on nicotine, and I wasn't thinking straight.
So, have you
again, such a child's mentality, right?
Yeah.
I was high. What was I high on? Mom smoked cigarettes. I was high on nicotine.
Yeah.
Because mom says if I don't have a cigarette, you don't want to be around me. You don't want to see what I'll do if I don't have my nicotine, Jimmy.
Well, that's, isn't that kind of like a self-report in and of itself too? Because like, the effects of nicotine, if you're like high off of nicotine, quote unquote, right? Stupid already. Like, doesn't that just make you like a little bit more assertive to what you want? Like, that's what I understand about it, right? So isn't it just like, isn't that just, that's like saying like, oh, I was drunk at the time. It's like, I didn't mean it. It's like, okay, well, that was within you. You're literally just admitting to it.
The irony of this conversation is I didn't listen to it because I was looking for my vape.
There you go.
Matt's like, I need to get high on nicotine so I can commit. So I can do atrocious things.
Hey, vape rhymes with...
No.
To minors on TikTok?
Yes, I have. I've stopped. I quit doing that. There were some who contacted me on Discord, but I kind of blocked them and left their chats because I didn't want to be kept being set up. So I said it would be better if we all stayed friends until they're older, but until then, we're just gonna remain friends,
That's yeah. I love that. And the text coming across the screen: textbook grooming, perfect. Chef's kiss.
But especially, right? Because the context to this is he tried to pursue sexual relationships with these people. He then got called out, and most of them were catfish, right? I don't know if any of them were real, but they were catfish. And then he says, "Oh, I DM'd them and said we should just be friends until you're older." It's like he went from pedophile, like straight up pedophile to groomer real quick.
Oh yeah.
Like he just changed professions on them.
Yeah. I mean, really, two things can be true at once as well. So, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I should have said the first time, but instead I was high and exhausted at the time, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
What are they putting in vapes nowadays that makes people get so high off of nicotine that they go and talk to...
I never want to smoke a vape, ever, after this.
I got some bad news, guys. After hitting this vape,
Matt, don't do it!
No! Matt's gonna go ooga booga and start up Roblox.
Oh, God.
I'm just messing around, obviously. I smoked 7 cigarettes in a 1 hour and 15-minute stream the other day we were doing, and no urge to talk to kids. It's pretty cut and dry there, Jupiter.
I smoked a half a pack of Marlboro Lights. I didn't want to prank kids.
Cut and dry there, Jupiter. I don't know where he gets this one from, but he clearly thinks that using that as an excuse, saying he was high, is like, it's enough of an excuse to just push all criticism away from him. Like, guys, I was drunk. I didn't mean to drive. So that clearly makes you innocent now. And the weirdest thing about people like Jupiter is that it took so much strong-arming to get him away from these minors to begin with. You heard him in that video there talking about straight-up grooming them, saying that, well, we can be friends until you're of age, and then what's going to happen then? Friends until then? Well, then at that point, he just assumes they can be a couple or be whatever. He doesn't want to have to leave this type of stuff. It's really White Bowser-ish of him, but it's what all these predators do. They don't want to have to leave this weird lifestyle they're living, but when enough people call them out for it, they feel like they just have to apologize and make it look like they're getting away from it, all the while they're really not. Now, something that I don't see many people mention about Jupiter, and something that he says just off the cuff and really doesn't elaborate on it anymore, is the thing that we're about to hear at the end of the next clip we're about to watch. This next clip is so all over the place, and you're never gonna know which way it's going next, I'm telling y'all. Jupiter says like 3 or 4 just completely off-the-wall things, and every one of them are either gonna have you laughing, and by the end have you going, what the fuck? It's just... There were some really good moments in these Linda Binda calls, and as I said, they'll all be down in the link in the description below, but this one right here, this sums up Jupiter pretty goddamn well.
I'm not very big down there, but I can still provide some satisfactory.
Oh, God.
That's fine.
That's why I need small vagina.
No.
He's not going to say that, is he?
No.
Oh.
I wish he was.
And to be honest, my sisters and I studied ninjutsu growing up. Me and my sibs, we all studied ninjutsu.
How come every time I ask you about like my desires, you bring up your sisters?
Oh, no, it's sorry, I have that bad habit of not, like, how does this, I have a short attention span. So, sorry. But, yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever to satisfy someone. This one chick who I dated back in high school.
Sister Grope Jutsu!
Pressed rape charges on me.
Wow.
Whoa!
So he caught a case.
All right. So again, people, I know it's Smokey's video is amazing, but let's not forget why we're here, right? At this point in the video, Smokey has provided evidence from this man's mouth, right?
Yep.
That he is a pedophile and that he raped someone or was accused of raping someone.
Yep.
Right? There's been some ha-has in between, don't get me wrong. Right? But when it needs to be serious, it's serious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You want to
Allegations
keep
laid
going, or do you want to...
We might as well keep going. We can cut the rest. Let's just get full context on this guy.
I'll get the
before we
good
go on.
bits. I won't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he won't
All right,
elaborate
well, in that
on
case,
but
I'm
I
going to keep
guarantee
it playing.
there's
I
a
got
very
to
good
pee.
reason behind that. Whatever that girl had to deal with was probably horrible, and the fact that he's saying this like as a like you see how he widens his eyes and he's like, oh yeah, can you believe she did that? No, I think all of us can't believe that you did that, Corbin. I don't know what the hell happened there, but the fact that that even transpired, I don't know, man. And this is right after he's talking about his small member, his little bird. He feels that he needs to get that out of the way first and foremost, so that he can then begin a long, fruitful relationship with Linda Binda, and then goes on and tells her about how he had some charges pressed on him for that back in high school. Like, bang
It's a
up
great
job,
way to
Corbin,
start
great
things
job.
up,
You definitely
right?
Don't sound like
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's
like,
another
hey,
great
I have a
moment to show
small
that clip
dick.
we showed
You want a
earlier.
date?
Can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
It's up to you, sweetie, if you want to, because I don't mind. If you do, I don't mind. Do you plan on turning me in if I say yes?
No, I would never.
I'd lower the age of consent all the way to 16 if you guys wanted me to. Or I'd even change it to 15 if you guys wanted me to.
Whoa.
Lows!
Oh, lows. I think this guy's caught some lows, you know what I mean? Or I hope not, actually.
They got you.
We really need to get premium for the...
Wait, is Mac on his f***ing laptop in the toilet with him?
This isn't the only clip of him exhibiting some really predatory behavior. Here's another one where he's talking to someone who he thinks is 15 years old, and this is the type of conversations that he thinks is just natural to have between him, a 25-year-old man, and a 15-year-old girl.
Have you ever thought about maybe becoming a star? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, what if you and I decided to make, if ever you and I got married and we decided to make our own videos, and we added them to different sites and they paid us a butt ton of money, would you consider doing it with me every time?
I think Matt.
My bad. Who are you guys laughing about?
What?
I heard
What?
someone laughing. I was like, I was getting
We were
some.
We were laughing at the Lowe's ad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I ended the ad and I just heard a bunch of cackling out of my headphones.
Oh yeah, because I thought you brought your fucking laptop to the bathroom. Because of the way that the thing just slowly popped up, the little mouse thing slowly popped up. Just,
It was like you were trying to sneak
and then
it.
you
Yeah.
left it alone.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, but I didn't go pee with it. I just.
Would you consider doing it with me every time?
So not only is he looking to be in a relationship with these minors, he wants to record himself doing some lewd acts upon them so that they can make money. Because obviously, look at this dude. He doesn't have a cent to his name. He wants to be a pedophile and get paid for it. He's is there anything more to say? He's not all there. And again, you want to hear another time of him trying to explain away his pedophilia? Because Linda Binda and another dude named Lou, who's going to become important pretty soon, they pressed him on this. They asked him more about the pedophilia stuff, and he always changes his answer, and it's never a valid answer. There is no valid answer, but his answers are just so fucking insane that it's crazy to think that he thinks he's in the right here. He straight up admits to being a pedo and then tries to walk it back and act like it's no big deal.
The thing is that you sent inappropriate pictures to the minors.
Yeah, it was one transgression.
Wait, how young?
Even the word let it go.
And you said your youngest was 30.
Yeah, it was one mistake.
Bro, the guy on the left looks like a fucking Hollywood model, from the 90s.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a Calvin Klein model or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just shut the fuck up.
Weird.
And actually listen to me for once and actually understand that it was a mistake I made and I need to stop.
What do you think that do you think that you should have a punishment for?
How do you make a mistake with a 13-year-old? How is that a mistake?
It was a whoopsie.
Especially if they go oh, hey, I'm
crack
13, and you're like, oh, good lord.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, hey, I'm 13. Oh, that's cool. You want to do bro.
You want to do something that'll change the rest of your life and will completely hinder your emotional capacity?
I know you just learned about what sex
die?
was. Yeah, I know you just learned about what sex was 5 hours ago, but I don't know.
Want to
get
do
busy? Yeah. You want to try it? Jesus.
I'm already being punished. I'm already living through hell because of it. Hey, Michael.
And of course, the Predator believes that he's already paid enough for his crimes and everyone should just forget about all of this stuff. And now he admits that he's even sent pictures to them. But guys, at the end of the day, it was one transgression. He's just trying to sweep it under the rug. He's acting like the people bringing this up to him.
What?
In a court of law, they would treat it as one transgression. That's kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And again, that line about living through hell, well, that's just him trying to say, oh, I've already suffered, I've already paid the price. I shouldn't have to go turn myself in or really take any accountability for this other than me saying I will and then running off the internet right afterwards. Because, spoiler, that's what Jupiter did. He is no longer on the internet. Hopefully he'll be in a jail cell soon, but from as far as I'm concerned, he left one goodbye video and that's about it. But before we look at that goodbye video, which I know a lot of you probably want to see, because with all this stuff, this guy admitting to talking to all these minors, sending them pictures, threatening to off anybody who calls him on it, I'm pretty sure you all can't wait to see this dude leave. But there's one other thing we haven't mentioned much of, and that's his relationship with his My Little Pony doll. So we're going to get into that now, and I'm going to show you some of the crazy shit he talks about with this.
Not Rarity. Not Rarity, not like this. No.
Every pony, right?
That admission of sending the picture to the
No, it gets
not
fucking. This park is fucking bizarre.
Do you go to Do you go to pony cons, Max?
I do not. I've never been to a pony con. I'm a pony. I'm a brony in like the loosest sense of the term. I've never been to any cons. I don't dress up. I like the show. I like the show, and I like the animation and like the writing and stuff. But other than that,
all right, a little bit of a sidetrack here. I remember when that was first like popping off in like 2013, when everyone was talking about bronies and stuff. Me and my buddies were like, "What the? Why is this happening?" So we sat down. We went to Netflix and we found the My Little Pony show. We started watching. We were like 2 episodes in, and we were like, turn it off. Turn it off.
No, wait,
see, so that's funny.
There's an alternative universe
where you were
there.
Listen, I'm just saying you were a couple of beers away from really enjoying that show. Because, like, look, I had a similar thing happen to me where, like, because it was the exact same thing. I was just like, okay. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't know. I was in like fucking high school at that point too. So maybe that was part of it as well. But like, I came home and I was like, I don't know. Everybody's talking about this brony show. I don't know. I'll try it. I threw it on and I was like, it's not that bad. And I was looking at the other shit that I was watching at that time, which was like, you know, Powerpuff Girls and like fucking Cartoon Network and shit. And I'm like, it's really not that far off.
Right.
And then I doubled down on it.
I do know, in defense of the bronies, right?
Okay.
In defense of the bronies, I know that the woman that created the reiteration, like the revival
Lord
of
Faust.
the series.
Yeah.
I know, I've never watched the show, but I do know that the writing and shit and characters are pretty good because she
For a
didn't
children's show,
like,
especially.
Yeah. But like she got the offer and then she's even said like she didn't want to make like a cheap fucking Hasbro advertisement thing. Like she actually put effort into it, which is why I think the bronies, it attracts the creative spirits and also the pedophiles, but mostly the creative spirits. But also
I mean, she worked on Samurai Jack. Like she's actually like a legit like she's
God.
married to Craig McCracken. I could go down the whole thing, but basically she's very talented. She's got like a storied career. She's not like and that was kind of what everybody really loved about that show was just
also
there was care.
Quick little side note. That fucking revival of Samurai Jack was so good.
It was fucking amazing, wasn't it?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, and she worked on that shit. Anyway,
all
right.
The reason one last thing about the brony thing, the reason that threw me off is, they were like people like Chris Chan and these weirdos, but I watched Achievement Hunter a lot, and Michael, he's like this really quick talk, witty dude from New Jersey who's cool as fuck. You wouldn't think at all, but he's a brony. And I was always like, why the fuck is this guy a brony? It doesn't make any sense.
Man.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a curse.
It's a brony pipeline.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Couch next to Linda Binda when he gave that admission of sending the picture to the minors. But his channel will be in the link in the description below too. But this clip is just as insane as you would expect with the guy who said all the stuff he's already said in this video. I'm pretty sure him talking about like making children with this My Little Pony doll is gonna sound pretty tame compared to all the weird shit he's already said.
There's our hoof, my claw, cross my thumb. Alright.
Yes.
Blood of my blood, be undone. That's how I dispel the spell. Now that she has my blood running through her veins, now that she's...
Is he talking about the doll?
Yes. It's like some Chucky shit, bro.
I do love how the ad is for BetterHelp. They know what we're watching.
They're like, you need help, buddy. You seek it.
She shocked me with some of her powers. She shocked me. That's why I turned and went, what the...
Oh, testy. She
gets all testy whenever I do the dispel ritual after bringing her back from the dispel. She gets all testy with me and tries to
shock or tried to do some damage to let me know that she was displeased. Sorry, Shiratora. I'm very, very sorry.
What did you call? That's rarity. Get out of here. Get out of here with this rhetoric, whatever bullshit. Pedophile.
How to piss D.max off.
You don't rename that. Like, fuck you. No, you don't get to do that.
I love how that
Not you.
Insult.
Not you.
But yeah, that's why I said, honey, watch your mouth. Otherwise, I can understand why our babies are swearing and some of our kids swear. That's why I'm telling her to watch her mouth. So here are most of our kids.
Who's this?
Little Cherry.
Little Cherry's eyes are wide. You know why?
And then we have
Help me!
What is Cherry seen?
He's using me as a flashlight. Help me!
He's got a 14-year-old locked in his closet.
I thought I was stuffed before.
It's like see, I've always wondered the Toy Story mythology, but with like people like this.
No, God, no. Put away! I don't care. It's a Sid situation. It doesn't matter if he sees you. Just get out of there.
I don't know why my mind went here. I just thought of Andy putting fucking Woody up his ass.
They did a robot chicken.
A robot chicken.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, where they made Buzz Lightyear into a bong. Yeah. That was good.
But I was thinking like Woody shows up to this person's house and he meets the toy. And the toy's just like, you have no idea what I've seen.
Oh my fucking god! Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine? Woody starts off with Andy, it's all good.
Yeah.
But then like Toy Story 3, when like he gets handed down and shit like that, he goes to this guy.
You need to leave.
This guy picks him up, pulls the string, and Woody's just sitting like with his little grin and everything, and just going, "There's a snake in my boot. Someone's poisoned the watering hole." He's just like, "Please, somebody help me, please."
Get me out of this house. Sid ain't got nothing on this guy.
Go back, go back.
But like the contrast in the movies, they're trying to get back to Andy. In the next movie, it's them trying to get the fuck away.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of that house.
Little Cherry.
Oh, it turns into like a horror movie. Yeah.
I'll take the rocket. I don't care.
Son.
So it seems we have an Adam and Eve situation. So eventually, do your children have to, to continue?
No, not inbreed. They don't inbreed. They find their own mate. I don't raise no animal in my house.
Well, excuse me, sir. I beg to differ.
I was gonna say, yeah. Obviously, doesn't include yourself then. Yeah.
Bodies that'll fit her,
You wanted like a host?
Yeah, a new host body is what I've been looking for, but normally I find anything big enough to fit that description, like a human companion.
Is on my side. What is that? What's that song? The Time Is on My Side song.
Time
is on my side. There it is.
Yeah. No, you know what you could do? You could totally f with this person and be like, "No, yeah, I'm your a pony doll, bro. I did it. I switched bodies.
I did it. Oh no. Oh,
now
I did not volunteer for that one. No.
Now you gotta do everything I say. First, you're gonna drive to the police department and fill out a report
you
about
must
yourself.
admit. Tell them the magical words. I am a pedophile.
Of getting a human host.
I usually have to find like something life-sized enough to like human-sized to put her soul into. I had to find a body that is the right, qualifications for her. She's very picky about which bodies she inhabits. She's very picky.
But just pause, right? Hold on, just pause, right? This man, I don't know if people caught it. This man has just said that he don't fuck her, right? He has to transfer her spirit into a human analog.
Mm-hmm. He has to find like a human avatar for his.
Where's he getting the people? Is it in the woods?
There was
they're in the woods now.
Locations.
Yeah. They're buried in the woods now. Yeah, whoever they are.
Yeah, that one didn't work out. Your body it didn't come into your body, so now I got to get rid of you.
I chose rarity because you're a rarity, but now you're gone.
Oh my fucking god, that is so fucking morbid. I've just thought of him like kidnapping a woman and doing the spell or whatever to transfer whatever the that Pony's soul is
Consciousness,
consciousness into her, and then he's like cuts away, and he's like, you know, it didn't work out. The soul didn't transfer. She didn't really enjoy it too much. So she's out in those Idaho plots. You know, they're in those isolated locations.
I used to wonder what friendship was be. My
It's
Little
fucking
Pony.
serial killer vibes,
She's
bro.
sleeping right now. She'll wake up one day when God tells her to. Did I mention I'm a werewolf?
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a vampire werewolf. She's just sleeping down there in the ground.
Yeah, this guy Jupiter does his best work on a full moon. That's for sure.
The pedo shit, that's definitely most of it. But I mean, look at this. He believes in like all types of this magic. He thinks that these little My Little Pony dolls are now his children. What is there more to say about this guy? He's also looking for a human body to be the host for his My Little Pony doll, because you know, priorities, ladies and gentlemen, am I right? Like, come on, who needs a job or anything when you can be focusing on your love life with these My Little Pony characters? But there's so much to talk about with Jupiter, and the one thing I really wanted to bring up at the very end of this, in regards to Jupiter leaving the internet, is that after all this time of fighting to claim that he's not a pedophile, finally the internet got the best of him. And Jupiter decided to let people know what's what in one final message to the internet.
His mom found his YouTube channel.
Oh, no.
I don't know that. I see him.
It is with a humble heart that I, Jupiter, aka Corbin Pennell, was a pedophile, and am hated for those crimes. I ask the world's forgiveness, as well as those who I've wronged, Bree, and all those other
This is so performative.
I have wronged. Pedophilia was never really what was supposed to be, and I apologize for those actions that I have taken. I am Corbin and Jupiter, and I give you my solemn word that it will never happen.
Other countless souls.
Bree and other countless souls who I have hurt and wronged. I beg your forgiveness for the pedophilia I have done. I am not worthy of knowing if you forgive me or not. I am unworthy. And to the rest of the world, I was a pedophile. But I have seen the
Hey,
error of
pause
my
it really quick.
wish.
Sorry, I just quick question. Is there a world where somebody was a pedophile and then is no longer a pedophile? I feel like pedophile is one of those like few titles where it's like once it's on you, it kind of sticks.
Yeah, it's on you, it's on you. But you know, sometimes you can still have a fucking career like Victor Salva. You ever heard of Victor Salva?
Vaguely, like in passing.
Let me make sure I got the right guy. Victor.
I was just gonna say that like being a pedophile is like being in the army. You know, it always sticks with you. You can never get away from it.
This dude, let's see.
yeah.
This dude directed Jeepers Creepers 2. He
Yeah,
directed
that's
Powder.
right.
Yeah, dude. So this movie called Clown. I'm gonna be as quick as possible because this is a long fucking story. He directed this movie called Clown House, who has a bunch of kids in the movie. He molested the main star kid in the movie and videotaped it. Was arrested, served jail time, got out of jail, and then started making movies. And he went and made Powder and like Jeepers Creepers and all those movies.
Wow.
His career finally died during the Weinstein stuff, but yeah, it's really weird.
By the way, go back up to his photo.
Yep. This guy.
Why does he look? Yeah, why does he look like a character from Bob's Burgers?
To me, he looks like
does.
he looks like a pedophile.
Yeah, he looks like a
Same
pedophile
difference.
version of Bob's Burger. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah, exactly. All right, back to the video.
It was never meant to hurt anyone. I bow my head in shame, and I am ashamed to call myself a Jupiter. I am ashamed of my actions, and I wish to be forgiven of the pedophilia crimes.
See, Victor Salva should have did this.
Yeah, that would have saved everything.
I swear on the name of Jupiter and Corbin Pennell. I swear upon that.
You swear in your own name?
That I will make this right.
How does that work?
I promise I will make this right. I am unworthy of calling myself Jupiter. This video is my apology to the world for my crimes. And I ask again to be forgiven of those said crimes. Pedophilia.
I really badly, because he's not on screen, I really badly want like him to be like, oh no, my mom is coming, and then he busts in through the back, and it's like a Norman Bates situation where he is his mom.
He's legitimately bowing right now, like he's in an anime.
Yeah, he's deep bowing. Yeah.
You'll see at the end of the video.
Is he? Oh, that's what he's actually doing?
Do y'all
Maybe get
forgive him?
sponsors.
Do y'all forgive the self-admitted pedo for being a pedo? I don't assume many of y'all do either. But it'll be interesting to see where Jupiter goes from here, because in his mind, you know damn well he thought this was a very good apology by saying that, he doesn't deserve to be even called a Jupiter, and he doesn't even deserve to, yada yada yada. Who cares? It's just him he's trying to run away from all of it again, face no accountability, and just let the internet think that I am sorry and I'm grieving and apologizing over this terrible thing I've done, when it's all for naught, Jupiter. You've gone too far with it. You've tried doubling down so many times, and you've proven that even when faced with the fact that you did this stuff, you still wanted to go on there and be friends with those minors until they were adults. Why? Because you just couldn't get the fuck away from it. It's clear that we're watching one of the weirdest dudes I've ever seen before. The stuff with the pony dolls, the stuff with him wanting to off all of his detractors and all that. It's just, he's not all there. This is clearly a person who's just been locked up in his room for the past 25 years, knows nothing of the real world, and is strictly just living on the internet doing all this creepy shit all day long. And it's always
that's why I don't go to BronyCon
out there that just don't go on TikTok and make themselves known. Don't go on the internet and let people know what they're doing. Because Jupiter, the reason everyone's so disgusted by the guy is because they know all this stuff about him. But the world's a really bleak place when you imagine that there's probably a lot of other weirdos just like him hiding out there in the corners of the world somewhere. And I always think it's the best for these people to get online, let these feelings be known so that everyone can keep a good eye on them. And with this dude going off the radar now, it's just an eerie thing to see. I hope he ends up in jail before we see this guy on the news for doing some dastardly shit. But always remember that with these lolcows. A lot of times people say, oh my god, you guys are too focused on keeping an eye on these people, why don't you just let them be? Because of people like Jupiter, because of people like Cyrax, because of people like Daniel Larson. If you don't keep an eye on these people, they're just gonna run off and do all this weird pedo shit again. And that's why I think it's safer for them to be in a group, even where they're being bullied. It doesn't matter how hard. It's better than them actually talking to kids at the end of the day. Is that right or not? It's for your own interpretation, but to me, I'll always see it that way.
There you go.
Based.
All right, now I want to ask you guys. Good video?
I liked it. I really
was a
liked
good video.
it.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
There were the laughs, right? You laughed at how fucked up this individual was, but all the context of who Jupiter is, right? We delved into it further in the video, but again, that intro bit, right, where you just knew everything about this guy before we even watched the video. We knew about this guy.
1 minute in, yeah.
Right? He established who the subject of his video is for his audience.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's like 101 making a commentary video. Establish who you're talking about.
I mean, that's just like any creative work, right? It's like you have an
first
intro
act.
where you state your thesis, and then you go act 1, act 2, act 3, and then you have a conclusion where you kind of wrap everything together. You tie it back to the beginning of the thing. Like that's standard practicing for making content.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So how did you find this Katclyzm person, Beavers?
Again, like I said in the intro, which was quite a while ago now.
Yeah.
I'd watched SmokeyMcC's video, and I've watched a whole bunch of I watched what's that guy called Gino Samuel, and stuff like that about Chris Chan. So a lot of my feed is just lolcows and weird people on the internet because I agree with what Smokey says, right? And I know me and Matt have had this conversation before, where it is a good thing that people keep track of them. The only problem becomes with some of these platforms where people do this is there is that risk of misfire.
Yeah,
and
misfire.
When that does happen, it is really unfortunate, and it fucks with people severely. You know?
Yeah, I have no reason not to believe that Smokey doesn't do his that he will do his research and due diligence to make sure that someone is actually doing creepy, weird, illegal things. But sometimes the mob mentality happens, and the next thing you know, they're looking for the next one, and the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one becomes an actual innocent person. So there you go.
Yeah, I trust the process with Smokey because, I mean, just if he's making videos like that and that's the way that he's presenting them and everything, I feel like the truth will without with his videos. It's like if he's going in and doing the research so that he can make that type of video, there's just no way that he would have to be censorious in order to make that about somebody who's not actually a pedophile.
Yeah.
But also, again, I want us to, just before we watch this, I feel like it's really important that we get this across. When you watch Smokey's video, it is funny, objectively. Right? It is a hilarious video to watch. But he has highlighted that this is a bad person.
Yes.
Right? That is a very important part of his coverage. I feel like if you asked Smokey, it's an even more important for him personally, right? It's a more important part to document these people than to get ha-has out of these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ha-has are great, but I feel like he documents these people for the sake of it.
Yeah, documenting them is the actual hard information. The ha-has are just like, it's the medium.
Yeah. All right, now let's get into this wonderful, beautiful woman's video that she made.
So, you know Paul Breach, you know Alphaba, you know all these TikTok freaks that have seemingly come to light recently for being predators, ultimately. But one person that I've recently found out about is a gentleman, shouldn't call him that, is a man called Jupiter, also known as Corbin Panel, who cares how you pronounce it.
Can I just say her accent is adorable? And I will defend her now, Beavers, against you.
Well, yeah, in terms of the algorithm, she's a woman, therefore she can never be wrong, and you know she's great and wonderful and amazing. But we'll see. We'll see how she is as a content creator.
Matt, you know, in the fucking I don't know if it was in the group chat. He's just like, she has a cute accent. I would defend this woman to my last breath.
The white knight armor comes out. Yeah.
Corbin Panel, who cares how you pronounce it. This guy I was introduced to when someone sent me one of his TikToks for one of my cringy TikTok compilations, and at the time I didn't know who he actually was until I did some digging, and regrets is all I'm gonna say. So Corbin, I feel like I should be calling him by his real name, which is Corbin, because I feel like calling him by Jupiter, which is his online name, it kind of just feels like we're not taking it seriously enough, which is something I'll get onto later in the video. I don't like to
it's a bullshit claim.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like,
what happens if somebody names their child Little Dick? Right? It doesn't matter what the person's called. It just Jupiter. As a matter of fact, calling them Jupiter, right? Their more prominent online name is probably the best way to go about it. It's like it's like d.max's name is actually Colin, right? And d.max did something horrible, and I start up a live stream and I go, you know that Colin guy, he's a real pig.
Everybody's gonna be like, who? What are you talking about? I don't know who that is. Well, no, also too, it's like, and again, comparing and contrasting it to the last one, it's like, okay, so you're making all like claims about a predator. We don't know yet. I don't know this person from Adam. So like, I mean, you saying Corbin or Jupiter, this doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know who this person is. You're presenting a TikTok predator to me. So like, let's
all you've done is tell me that Jupiter,
that person bad,
is a predator. He's a predator.
Yeah.
Why did I sound like Huggy for a fucking second there?
I get the feeling this video is 13 minutes long. I'm thinking she's stretching it out a bit, you know? Stretching the video out.
No, you think?
You know, just a little bit of a Stretch Armstrong, you know, trying to say as many words as possible. Just to get that length up, you know?
Now, this guy's name is Corbin, but I think that we should call him Corbin because his name is actually Jupiter online. It's like, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Speed it up.
Of these people put on to avoid the kind of reality of the situation that you are actually a predator and allegedly and seemingly a pedophile. So I'm going to refer to him as Corbin as much as I can. Correct me if I am wrong and that isn't his actual name, but from what I can see, that's his name.
Throwback to earlier when we were going over Smokey's video. What time step are we over there?
So 1:05, 1 minute and 5 seconds. We were pretty much came to the conclusion that with evidence,
right?
With evidence, we were shown
from the like word of mouth.
To know.
Yeah, from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. Like 1 minute 5 seconds. Yes, like straight away.
Which her argument will be. I can already make her argument for her. Her argument's going to be, but it's a shorter video, right?
Yeah,
it's you don't need to go to the extent that Smokey did. Smokey's intro is wonderful, right? You can literally just say, there's this dude, Jupiter, right, who's going around on TikTok. He's an alleged predator / pedophile, right? Then you just play the clip of him talking about the 15-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
Dunzo. Done deal.
Done.
Just to substantiate, you know,
just
for the audience who doesn't know any better. Right.
Like, another thing is, Matt brought this up prior to us recording this. Matt brought this up. It's like, but, you know, the way that somebody like this would go about it is they'll say, you're trying to, like she did on Twitter, right? We'll get into that. Where she's like, "Oh, I don't need evidence to call a predator or a pedophile," right? What? When we do this, she's going to be like, "Oh, you guys don't think he's a predator or a pedophile? Trying to defend him?" No. What's the beginning of this video? We very clearly think this guy's fucked up and he's a piece.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. This guy, we just made fun of him for the past hour right now. So it's obvious that we're... So if she's going to try and twist this as we're defending the pedo because we're criticizing her...
Oh, hell no.
No. Because she's already tried to do that on Twitter with other people. And that's just messed up. You know, people can criticize you. People can criticize you without defending the person you're criticizing.
Honestly, I would say that's a little predatory.
Yeah.
That's his name. What we're going to do is we're going to just look through TikTok, find some clips of him, and we're going to react. I don't know that much about him.
This is dangerous, by the way. Reacting to something like this without not knowing much about the person, that can get dangerous. We've seen it happen before if you don't do your research.
It's true.
Yeah.
And again, we'll get to the end of this video at some point. Again, I want you guys to keep in mind the title of this video. TikTok's Predators, Jupiter, Corbin, Panel, right?
Yeah.
That is the title. That is the premise of this video. I am calling this guy a predator and a pedophile. That is the premise. Now let's get into these clips that she reacts to.
So we're kind of learning about this guy together. I've done my base research, but that's as far as it goes.
All of you who are trying to use my account and use my...
By the way, just to pause, one more thing, right? I've heard you use that term in other videos where you go, "I've done my base research, not too much." That doesn't work.
Yeah.
You don't get to cover your ass by saying, "I skimmed it."
Yeah, because the purpose of a YouTube video is... Yeah, you got to tell us. Like, the audience is the thing that matters. What you know about a subject doesn't matter at all. It's your conveyance of that information that's important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyway, let's go.
That's me. Stop trying to steal my moniker. Stop trying to steal my goddamn moniker, because I am not dealing with this. Stop stealing my moniker and making up shit that I would never do.
Okay, so I don't even have to watch the whole video. I don't care to hear him repeat the same thing. But notice how he says, "Oh, there's only one Jupiter." Buddy, just go on TikTok. There are a million predators like you online.
What?
You know what's really funny is that this is actually like, it's weird, right? She found a way to take a pedophile out of context in a way that actually is incorrect. Like, it's kind of crazy.
She doesn't say, there's no context. There's no context at all. There's no pedophile context. There's no accusation. There's no allegations.
No, he's a predator.
Yeah, she's saying he's a predator, but it's just like, I mean, she's not even framing it properly. It's like, she's saying like, oh, this is like, there are plenty of other pedophiles out there, and it's like, well, okay, but he's not, like, you haven't proven that he's a pedophile. That's not what he's saying.
Yeah, like, that's another thing. The way that she words it, right? It's like, yeah, there's just pedophiles around.
It's like, why the fuck are you on TikTok then? There's a bunch of pedophiles on there.
You're not special, Jupiter. There's lots of pedophiles on the internet.
Creepy child predator. We could find a million of you on TikTok because there seems to be a surplus of them, unfortunately. So don't flatter yourself, okay? Granted, I don't think he's all there, but again, that's not really that relevant. People often say, oh, he's obviously not all there. He's obviously got problems. Yeah, he's got problems, and he'll have more problems if he doesn't stop interacting with minors in the way that he does.
Your name is Sophia, right? Well, this little devil wants you to know the reason why he wants you to date him is because if you like what you see, you take it. You like what you want, then grab it. You know the price, and buy it. These are the reasons why I want you to date me. Is you're cute, you make me laugh, you make me smile, and...
God, that resting bitch face is transformative.
I think it's adorable.
Yeah, right? She's rocking that bang. Yeah.
That's her best angle right there. That's actually a really good angle for her.
I know, right? Yeah, it does look not bad. Sure, it makes her look a little frumpy, but whatever.
You know, that's the style these days.
It's a gay filmmaker's perspective.
You want it, take it for yourself. And you're brave, smart, and cute. Those are the reasons why I want you to date me.
Brave to be mud, yes.
I just want to know, who's Sophia?
Yeah, I mean,
Who knows?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, because there's no context.
If we had gotten the context like we did in Smokey's video, where Smokey showed that this guy has been trolled online and he's interacted inappropriately with these minors, right? It would be safe to assume at this point, because we have context, right? From the previous video, we can assume, oh, Sophia must be one of these kids on the internet, you know, that he's creeping on.
Exactly,
right?
Yeah.
However, if you don't have that context, if we hadn't watched the previous video, who the fuck is Sophia?
Yeah, she's not explaining anything right now. See, I'm waiting. Maybe she's gonna prove you wrong, Beavers. She might prove you wrong right here. Is she gonna explain who Sophia is?
Perhaps. Let's find out.
I want to apologise for two things. One, if your name's Sophia, I'm so sorry. How you doing, champ? I'm sorry if that made you feel groomed. It was a hard watch. Secondly, I'm sorry for the kiss at the end. Yeah, that made me want to.
By the way, pause.
Feel free to pause this video and go take...
Pause. Now, I don't know. Smokey didn't go into Sophia, I don't think. The specifics of it, which is probably a good thing. You know what I mean? You don't really want to name and shame your underage victims.
Yeah.
Or even if they're a catfish or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But you have this. Imagine. I would assume that this person is a catfish, personally, right? But I just want you to imagine if you are Sophia. Imagine you are the person that has been preyed upon.
And you're watching this video, and
I want to say sorry to you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that groomy feel.
No. The way I
and
took
that little smoochies at the end. Oh my god, that was so gross. That was so icky, Sophia.
Well, no,
oh my god.
No. It's worse. It's not even because like the way that Katclyzm here is like saying this is like it's not even like she's saying that to the victim. She's just saying that to Sophia's in general. She's just saying if you happen to be watching my video and your name is Sophia, you have now been groomed. So that's on you now. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, sorry, Sophia. All right, so who is Sophia? Are we gonna get it?
A shower. I won't be offended.
We can look it up
just
after.
something I wanted to kind of.
No, I'm asking her.
Let's see from her.
Ongoing pattern within the world of predators, right? Don't get me wrong. I understand it's funny.
Oh, I think she moved
in some
on.
Ways. It's cringy.
She's moved on.
So it's a hard watch.
Can we get context on who Sophia is, please?
Is Sophia okay?
Like, is she underage? Is she?
I'm kind of concerned about Sophia.
We don't even know. Like,
she dead?
You hear. Well, that's. But the other thing is, right?
Her consciousness switched.
But when people present information like this, right, in a lot of these Lolcow videos where they cover this, they will specify whether this was a real 13-year-old or a catfish, right? Yeah. Because me as the audience, when I listen to this, I need to know how I gauge my response.
Mm-hmm.
Am I watching a guy prey on a 13-year-old, right? Or am I watching a guy get caught in a catfish thing?
Right.
My reaction to both of those are different. Both of them involve disgust, but at different ways. Do you get what I'm saying?
Different range of disgust,
It'll inform your emotion towards it. Yeah, because
one
is like kind of funny and fucking around.
For my reaction.
Yeah. Your reaction would be if it's an actual 13-year-old, oh my god. And then if it's a catfish, oh thank God it's not a 13-year-old at the very least.
But also my reaction is different, right? It's if it is a real 13-year-old or Sophia, whatever the they are, right? My response would be, holy shit, fucking poor girl, right? Poor Sophia, right? If it's a catfish, I go, Jupiter, you're a fucking creep, bro.
Yeah,
but
and a moron.
How I'm interacting with it changes depending on the context. But there's none there. By the way, I want you to go back like 5 seconds. This part of the video is very pertinent because it refers to what Smokey put at the end of his video.
You want to die as well. Feel free to pause this video and go take a shower. I won't be offended. Just something I wanted to kind of touch on about this. I think there seems to be an ongoing pattern within the world of predators, right? Don't get me wrong. I understand it's funny in some ways. It's cringy, therefore it's entertaining. It's a hard watch, but we all, for some reason, have a guilty pleasure for hard watches. I don't know.
No, it's not. But pause just by the way. It's not funny, right? That they prey on children.
Right.
That's not the funny part. It's not the fact that they prey. You know, if you go to Kiwi Farms or any of those sites, right? They've got different sections for your Lolcows. There are schizo cows. There are horror cows. There are Lolcows, right?
Yeah.
And the way that those people are portrayed are different. If you run into a horror cow or a schizo cow, you don't laugh.
Yeah.
Because those are the people where it's just the people like Jupiter. They are on the Christianian level, right? They are so. I don't want to use the word oblivious because I don't know if he doesn't know what
like
he's doing or not.
naive.
He's there's something wrong with him. He's got a developmental delay, and he also believes he is a god. That's another trend with people that they cover in the sense that they have egos, right? They get fucked with because they believe they are better than everybody else.
Right.
Anyway, continue.
It's obviously a thing. That's why we have cringe TikTok compilations. We like to watch things that are depression-inducing. It's getting to a point now where I think people are...
All I'm saying is the kids are not all right. This is all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
You know?
I'm sorry, but like when you relate something and you say, you know, that's why we watch cringe TikTok compilations, you know, because they're depression inducing, you know, that's why you like hearing about children getting preyed on, you like that feeling of depression. Is that what you like?
I'm sorry, but that's why I was saying the kids are not all right, because it's like, how many people are going on TikTok just going, I want to be depressed. I need to find something that's going to depress me. I need something that's going to creep me out.
Like it's not why you're getting depressed. She like equates children getting preyed on to a cringe compilation. You know, when
that's
I watched that
saying.
cringe compilation, it gave me that ick, right? And then I went and I watched this guy try and groom fucking 15-year-olds. Ooh, that gave me the ick. It's an equivalent ick, you know?
Yeah, it's not the grooming stuff is not like that's the horror part, right? But the funny part would be he thinks that he's a werewolf.
Right.
You know,
he thinks that he's a werewolf. He's been exposed as a predator, and then the funny thing then becomes fucking with them, right? Yeah. Because everybody knows you're a pedo, right? So how fucking stupid do you have to be to believe that 15-year-old that actually wants to interact with you is an actual 15-year-old? You know what I mean? That level of we're fucking with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and honestly, all the context here,
because you're a piece of shit. And you believe you are better than everybody else, and you believe what you're doing is right. That is the humor of it.
Yeah, in the context that like Smokey provided, where it's like the whole thing about the rarity and the doll, it serves two purposes. It's like, one, it's funny because it's like it's stupid that he's like talking to this My Little Pony doll as if it's like a real person and acting like it is. But he also goes into how like he wants to, well, you know, he's gonna like kill people and bury them in the woods. Apparently, he's trying to like soul consciousness, like, you know, between the two things. It's like that kind of tells you like his full intentions for what he plans to do with these children, and that like escalates like the level of like absurdity, but it also escalates the level of like, holy shit, this guy is like not only a predator, but he's like he's fucked up. Like this guy is like seriously, yeah, this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
So
you know who she reminds me of? Who is that YouTuber that Tommy likes to criticize a lot? The blonde girl that went after Gabby Hanna. Do you remember her? Beavers?
No, clear.
Angelina Oles. There you go. Angelica Oles. Yeah, her. Remember her, Beavers?
No, not at all.
Oh, well.
It's in the annexes of my mind.
Tommy's made a lot of... Yeah, see? Tommy's made quite a few videos on her. Anyway, she reminds me a lot of Katclyzm.
But just okay, chat, very important. Listen to this part.
These people more of a platform than they deserve, which you could say, oh, Katie, you're doing a video on him. Is that not giving him a platform? What I mean more in the sense is you are making videos that are kind of allowing him to think that his behavior is kind of funny. By making these videos where we're screen recording, like him talking to people, I understand it's funny, and I'm not coming for the people that are doing it necessarily, because I guess they would think individually doing that, you as one person, that's not gonna make a big difference. But when we have a mass amount of people messaging him, screen recording his responses and uploading them as a joke, and there are no consequences, he thinks this is a game. And I don't think he's all there. So we can't blame it on like satirical reasons. For example, I think this guy genuinely thinks this is a game and it's funny, and it doesn't know the severity of the situation. And also, I'm not saying that all these people that he has been talking to are minors.
So is she trying to blame the people that are like making videos on him?
She is saying, right, that these people should not be documenting these creeps online.
That's really
that is feeding
dark.
them.
Isn't sunlight the best disinfectant?
But
like
no,
the more people that know should be the better, right?
Yes, sun best disinfectant, but it's also this is why when I watch her, right, it just screams to me a fucking Gen Zer that just wants to be famous online, right? Yeah. Because if you know, and it's another one, I don't know if it's in this video or her follow-up video, which is like the police really should get involved at this point, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think we document them, you dumb?
Exactly.
Right.
Because the police ain't gonna get involved. It's the
And hey,
internet. You can say
know-
whatever the you want to on the internet. The best
Right.
you can do is expose them and keep track of them.
Yeah, and we make it funny because the cops need to laugh too. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being the prosecutor?
You're imagine the lawyer, the defense attorney. Your Honor,
Oh
my person wants to claim or plead. Oh
No, bro. Can you imagine the guy that gets fucked with so hard, right? Like he's the guy that they don't like in the prosecutor office, and they're just like, I mean, in the defense office, and they're like, where's that guy that defended Chris Chan? We're gonna send him to Jupiter.
I'd like to call my first witness to the stand. Rarity, please take the stand, please. It's like, no, dude, that ain't gonna work.
But she doesn't understand internet culture, or at least it appears that way.
All I know is that he has been caught talking to minors, he has admitted talking to minors, and then we see these types of videos. And let's be honest, he is now quite infamous, I would say. Not as much as Alpha and Paul Breach, but he is.
He thinks he's a werewolf. It's funny.
Teenagers.
Okay, now pause.
Love clown.
How far are we into this video?
5 minutes and 35 seconds.
We are 5 minutes and 35 seconds into this video, and only at this point has she barely brushed over the fact that he's been caught DMing minors. He's provided no evidence for it. No screenshot, no little video, haha thingy, or whatever. Just, I mean, you literally miss it.
Yeah.
Couldn't you make the
small
argument?
little piece.
Yeah, you know what? Since you said that, couldn't you make the argument technically that she's kind of doing what she's saying everybody else is doing? It's like because by not providing any evidence that this guy is a pedophile, just spreading his name around erroneously without like I get it, it's attached to predator, but like you're not like if I just watch half of this video and go, oh, I don't care. Like I would take it away like this lady has a problem with this guy, and I don't know. You know?
Yeah, what she has done, right? This is the biggest issue that I had with this video. What she has done is she has used the fact that if you look at his the title again, I brought that up earlier. If you look at the title, she's very clearly presented this guy's a creep, he's a predator, right? Mm-hmm. And then the video you'll see going forward is just her reacting to the cringy bits because the cringy bits are what people like to see.
And that's the same. Okay, so she's doing what she's criticizing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Infamous. People, teenagers, children, love clout. Okay, they love a bit of fame. They will message him and pretend to be either over age or not. He probably doesn't care. Just to get clout. It's concerning, to say the least.
Put it right on her skin, and I said, blood of my blood. Let it be known that I am now the master of this. Let them know. So be the name of my own, and so will this blood be. And then was able to bring her to life using that. And I can take away her.
Chef Noodles used to do stuff like this, by the way, with the same emotional space right here.
Using the same retro.
Do you mind if I see her once more?
Of course, of course.
Except Def Noodles would look into the camera and widen his eyes every now and then.
She just literally just sits there with a stank face. She looks like she smelled something.
Well, no, it's to be honest, it seems very performative to me. It seems like this is the face that I need to be having while I have this on. Like I don't even like. I'll be honest. Like I don't even think that the video is playing right now. She probably just videoed herself doing this really quick just so she can edit it in the video.
She does not give a single shit about what she's covering.
She doesn't.
She's hit that algo, bro. She's hit that algo. That's all it is.
This one's got 59K. She's at 7,000 subscribers. This video did really good. Expect a lot more of these.
She doesn't like talking.
Yeah, right.
She's very shy. She's a very shy creature.
Does she ever talk to you?
We're communicating telepathically right now, and she's nervous just getting to meet you. She's really nervous right now.
Wait, so she lets you bite her?
What? So we're reacting to her, not reacting to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing commentary.
Yeah.
Right?
Which she's not.
She's a React streamer, bro.
Pretty much. I mean, she's not even reacting.
No, it's like the bare minimum. As a matter, she gives like people like Jinx and them. Like, if you showed a fucking video of Jinx and then a video of her, they'd be like, "What Jinx is doing is definitely fair use. Like that is transformative."
XQC would walk just and be like, I mean, come on, you gotta do something. Like, you can't just like sit there. You can't just sit there. It's not cool.
Yeah.
Again, chat. Very funny, but I want to point out we've seen a video of him talking to somebody who we know no context of, right? I can't even fucking remember the first one. And now this is Guy's a Predator, but we're watching a clip of him being a brony that believes he can bring them to life.
You realize we're not live streaming, right, Beavers?
Oh, oh, but I'm talking to chat because I want them, or viewers rather. Should I say viewers?
We can premiere this. Here, we'll make you honest. We'll premiere it.
All right. Hey, by the way, she's about to change her expression. Watch.
Wait, so she lets you bite her?
Yeah, she's a homunculus. She serves me.
Yep, there it is.
You know, because
yeah, she's very shy though. She doesn't like.
Because that's the gross part about this.
Just freaks me out.
Could you?
She did it. She finally reacted.
I took a bit.
Yeah.
She passed gas. She's smelling whatever came out of her ass.
Purr. It's gonna be really tempting for me not to put a fart noise in there now.
It's clips like this that genuinely make me question whether Corbin is a character, because how the hell you can...
Whoa! You can't do that! You can't say... Hold on!
Guys, he must be a character! Plausible deniability!
You can't introduce plausible deniability when you're saying everybody else who's talking about this guy is in the wrong for making fun of him and bringing light to it. Like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
He thinks this is a game, and I don't think he's all there. So we can't blame it on like satirical reasons. For example, I think this guy genuinely thinks this is a game and it's funny. And it's clips like this that genuinely make me question whether Corbin is a character.
What the hell? That's a total 360, or well, 180, excuse me.
As a funny bit for the viewers, or whatever we're calling them right now, I forgot that I ashed in my energy drink, and I just took a sip of it.
Congratulations.
Good one.
I know, or I'm 99% sure that he isn't satire, is because when the allegation
99%
predator or a pedophile comes out, I feel like you break character. Corbin has not done this. As you will see later in this video, there are clips of him talking about him being scared of himself. I won't go into
that. Is the worst argument you could make.
It is.
Right? That if somebody is doing, let's say he is a performative character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that is performing a character would not break character.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If I am presenting myself as an online creep who is a pedo, when people call me a pedo, I'm not going to break character because it would be a character, right? That's the intent of what I'm doing. So again, I don't think she intended to do this, but she's just lending like credence or whatever it is to him being a character, which he isn't. Yeah. But it's nitpicky. But I'm just saying.
No, it's plausible deniability, 100%. No, that is the worst argument you can make if you're trying to like lock this guy up. Like to even introduce the idea that this guy is playing a character is like stupid anyway, just based off of the clips that she's even just shown, which is not much. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, especially given that we know this guy and we've seen this other, seen that other video. It's like, dude, no, this guy's not playing a character. This is for real.
I feel like a lot of what she does, right? It's like where earlier she said that, oh, I've browsed it, but I haven't looked into everything.
So is she just plausible deniability for herself then?
Yes. Oh, I looked into it, but not everything. We're gonna do it together. Or I'm like 99% sure that he's not a character. Do you know?
All right,
it's
well
like
then, Katclyzm, then how about this? I will say this, d.max, me, I will say this. That guy is a pedophile. I can say that because the guy literally called himself a pedophile. So, like...
He's a pedophile.
I won't go into it too much, I'll just show you, but it's weird. And the whole obsession with rituals and plushies and teddy bears, kind of appealing to the younger audience that he so desperately wants to attract, is a sign on its own. I'm not saying that having plushies...
That's not what he's doing!
Yeah, that's not...
At no point when I watched Smokey's video did I come away with it going, he only likes My Little Pony because he wants to get with kids.
I don't believe that either. Yeah, I don't think that's it.
He's mentally 10 years old.
He's fucked.
Yeah.
He's fucked in the head, bro.
Exactly.
It's not...
Exactly.
He's not fucked this dastardly, like, genius guy that's like, you know what? If I play with My Little Ponies, I can get the 3-year-olds.
They'll get in a line for me.
Oh my god.
Because I love plushies, but when you combine...
Pedophile! She's a pedophile!
Relationship he's got going on with one of his plushies that he's trying to convince us he genuinely takes seriously, combined with the fact he likes to talk to minors. Ooh, we're treading on not so safe ground, to say the least. I get annoyed by these people, Paul Breach, Alphaba, now Corbin, aka Jupiter, because I just
Annoyed?
feel like this is repetition of the Chris Chan situation. Now, I'm not going to go into the Chris Chan situation, mainly because I am not 100% certain on any of it. I never really looked into it. I know the basics, I know a little bit about it. What I do know is that the Chris Chan situation, Chris Chan, they started off as kind of a joke. They started off with it being this big community meme. We laughed at them.
You can tell that she knows nothing about this because the jump cuts like really picked up right there.
The difference
she started talking about Chris Chan and she's just like, I have no idea anything. I need to get through this. Oh God, chop.
Yeah, the difference is I don't think there was any sort of allegations about pedophilia to Chris Chan or anything like that. He was just a funny dude people fuck with, and then he fucked his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody could have predicted him, Barbara.
Yeah,
that shit came out of left field.
Allegedly.
And that's where it was. We knew they were weird. We laughed at them, and then look what happened. I feel like the constant joke about people.
Look what happened. What?
Yeah, what happened?
We knew they were weird. We laughed at them, and look what. Are you blaming us for him fucking his mom? Allegedly? Is that the? Oh my God, woman!
It's the allegation.
We bullied Chris Chan, and so he fucked his mom.
Of a platform. And I'm not saying we shouldn't cover these people. Hell, I cover these people. That's my job. I just think these people are a lot more dangerous than a lot of people realize.
That I accept my
No. The people that legitimately cover these people, right, know how dangerous these people are.
Yeah.
You saw at the end of Smokey's video where Smokey literally says, I would rather keep track of this person because who the fuck knows what this guy would do otherwise.
Yeah.
Right?
She literally just said right there that she this is just her job. Like, oh no, don't get at me. Like, this is just my job. It's like, couldn't you just apply that to the other people that you just lambasted for apparently covering these people? Like, she tried to separate herself from the people that she's trying to criticize, but she, in the process of doing that, just became the people that she's criticizing. It's really wonderful. Good job, Katclyzm. You did it.
Consequences in life. I accepted myself. I accepted that most of you don't like me. And I accept that you think I'm a pedophile. I accept that. I accept that. You can call me what you wish. But deep down, I'm scared of myself and the people around me because...
Oh, yeah, I had something funny about this. What if Jupiter is just like an NPC TikToker and he just has... His NPC thing is he says he's a pedophile every time he
gets... Oh my God. Glizzies, child glizzies. No.
And the people around me because I'm scared I'm going to hurt someone. I'm scared that people out there are going to try and hurt me. I'm scared. I should have just thought before I did anything. But truth was, I don't identify as myself anymore.
What's the point of even having her face on the screen? She's just girl gamering right now. She's gonna sell bathwater in a few months. Jesus.
I know it's a long one, boys. We might have to cut some shit out of this, but we gotta react to the next one.
She
literally addresses. She literally addresses what we're saying right now in the weirdest way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to go for a few points from this live that Corbin did. First of all, I wanted to point out one thing that constantly annoys me is the fact this is done on TikTok Live and people are gifting. Why are you gifting? He is literally... Okay, you could argue he's not, but I am 100% sure he's referring to his online behavior, which covers predatory accusations, being a predator, okay? Why are you gifting to someone who is talking about their online behavior, which is predatory? Odd behavior from whoever...
Fair enough.
That's the one piece of actual criticism I enjoy. Yeah, that's
fair
good.
enough. But again, I would have chosen a part of a video where he wasn't appearing to repent for what he had done. Yeah. And also, a lot of people just look at, I wouldn't give him money. I don't think you should give him money. But a lot of people give them money because they're like, this guy's a sad fuck. Here, have a buck.
Also, you have to understand that a lot of these people that are watching, trolls. That type of trolls, also type of people that take in this content are probably not the sharpest tools in the shed, the people. So they're just retards as well. So, they're just donating and they're just like, bro.
And her argument also doesn't make sense because a guy like Jupiter or a guy like Chris or any of these guys, right? They would do this regardless. Yeah. Whether they were making... Chris Chan did it before he made any money. They do it because they like being online. They like the attention that they get. And Absolutely. You can't stop them from getting that attention. It doesn't fucking matter if you cover them or not. They get attention, and that's why they start getting covered. Just how it works.
I wonder if she understands what a gay op is too, because that could be it as well. You never know. For some of the people.
I was actually having that thought. Like that's what happened with Christian. Is people started getting into his inner circle by paying him and stuff. So I think that's probably going to be happening to him as well.
Well, and then you have to also remember what she. I don't know if she's oblivious to this fact or not. The people that ended up fucking with Christian, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of them would fuck with him because he was funny and shit like that, but they were genuinely trying to steer his life in a positive way.
Yeah.
That
there
is
were
a
a few
big
bad
story of
actors,
his.
but
it was split, right? There were people that genuinely wanted to fuck with him that got into his inner circle, and then there were people that were like, I can save this guy.
Right.
You know, I can give him advice. He'll take the advice.
Well, and also too, it is actually kind of a terrible comparison, like between this Corbin dude, Jupiter, whatever, to Chris Chan, because Chris Chan's not a pedophile. It's not the same situation at all. Like, people weren't looking at Chris Chan and going, "Oh, this person's evil." They did that later with some of the actions, but like initially, it was just like, "Oh, this is a funny autistic person."
Exactly.
By the way, why does every single face she pulls, it just looks like she sniffed something?
I think she looks fine. She looks like
too
a nice,
British,
a very nice woman.
Oh yeah, we love women.
I thought when he was saying, you can call me what you want, you can say what you want, this was kind of laying the foundations for an argument. No, seemingly he's saying, yeah, I am these things and I regret it, which is not where I thought that was going. I thought he'd put up a fight and be like, you can call me a p***, you can say I'm a nonce, I'm not though. No, it is, I don't know who I am anymore, which leads me on to my third point. What a great excuse for future actions. Oh, I don't know who I am anymore, I don't know my identity, that old card, huh? It's just almost being like, my actions? My shitty predatory actions, they're not my own, because I don't even know myself anymore. We don't care.
What old actions? I have never once in my life heard anybody say that. I've never, like, maybe, I don't know, but it's not common. Nobody says.
It's a weird rambling point. I don't understand any of that.
I DM'd those kids. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even feel like myself.
Honestly, pedophiles usually have like a problem with like having too much confidence. It's not like this person, like I would say that Jupiter person, it's actually, they should have a little less confidence, honestly, if anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Help and get off the internet, as someone in that live said, which is the case, isn't it? How many times have I said that on my channel? Get help, get off TikTok live. If I have to say that sentence one more time, because if this is genuinely how you feel, you are at risk of doing things in real life that you shouldn't be doing, is all I'm going to say.
Well, yeah, there's a pedophile.
She's making this video for the pedophiles, by the way.
Oh, yeah, exactly, right.
Guys, I am so tired of telling you all in my audience that you guys need to stop this behavior. It's just going to lead to IRL problems.
This is a dog whistle. She's telling people, this is how you get away with it, okay? If you just don't do what this guy does, you'll get away with it.
Yeah. Delete your TikTok account, fellow.
Oh, God. It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. Parody. Oy vey.
Why'd she watch it twice?
Runtime.
I think a tear just formed in one of my eyes. What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. That's peak. That's peak. That's so funny.
Jesus, man.
I think a tear just formed in my eye.
You know, a video like this should be an easy slam dunk, and views-wise it did, but yeah, I feel like you could have done way more research into this and made a more effective video with just...
You could have doubled your
clips.
AdSense. If you just, like, literally, pumped it with clips. Like, if you had made this video, but with clips, it would have been perfect.
But again, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I said earlier. The title versus what is in the video.
Yeah.
There's a huge disparity here.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. And again, it does make sense. She's just milking it. She's milking the guy. Exactly. She's milking the cow.
That this was posted to his actual account. I think it is. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not an expert here. As I've always said, please tell me if I've made a mistake, but I think this is his actual account.
I tried.
We're doing that right now.
Yeah. That's us.
Don't block us. By the way, guys, I'm a commentary channel. As soon as somebody said that my video was shit and I'm kind of pathetic, I blocked them.
Exactly. I can't take criticism. I can give criticism, though.
That's the concerning part. There's no denial. It's just making a joke out of it. And I can tell you one thing. If I was being accused of being a pedo, I wouldn't be making jokes out of it. I'd be getting a lawyer and I would be fighting the fuck out of clearing my name. These people need fucking help, dude. Serious help. So basically, to summarize, Corbin, panel, do we fucking care about the pronunciation of this human being's name? No, we don't. They are a online predator, supposedly.
She cared a lot at the beginning of the episode, by the way.
Yeah.
She made a point about it.
For legal purposes. I don't know what I can get done for, so we'll stick that in
It's
there.
weird. She like softened to him over time.
I love how it's like she doesn't script this, by the way. She just wings this.
No,
100%,
you
right?
think?
Because in the middle of her video, she called him a pedophile.
That's true.
And then at the end, she's like, I don't know what I could get away with. I've made a video calling this guy a predator. I don't know what I can get away with, though. I'm going to cover my ass.
It might have been a character. It's probably a character.
If I give you that look, I'm sure you know what I'm saying. They still continue to make TikToks to this day. They don't seem to get as much coverage as Paul Breach and Elphaba, which is why I wanted to make this video to bring to light some of their actions. Nuke the world. Let's just nuke the universe. If we can just rid these people from the planet and just start afresh and just never.
Is she advocating for genocide?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, all right. It's pretty based.
Cool beans, I'm Alex.
Sick of covering these people, even though I need it because this is my job. Sorry, it's a bit more of a serious one. I'm not very funny today, am I?
I'm sick of covering these people. I'm sick of making money on the internet and getting all this internet clout and subscribers and views. But I gotta do it. It's my job.
Well, she can't.
Am I? Come on,
Exactly. She can't say we're out of pocket for this. She literally just said that she wasn't funny in that video. So I mean, like, yeah. I would even go as far to say you weren't entertaining at all.
As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. That fucking thumbnail has more emotion in it than this entire video.
Exactly. Yeah, it does.
So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you again soon. Stay clear of TikTok if you don't want to be groomed. It's probably the best bet. Thanks. See you soon.
Not gonna call him a pedophile, but I'll say he's groomed.
Yeah, right.
All
So
right.
you saw that video first, or did you see the next one?
That was the
first?
first one that I saw.
Okay.
Then I went and I looked at her channel because I was like, what else is this woman doing? Does she clarify at some point? Right? Because that's an egregious video.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
pretty bad.
that is a terrible video. So my logic was, oh, I'm sure maybe somebody else did. I even went and checked the community tab. Or I went to go see if she had one. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. And so
But yeah, this is her follow-up video.
So this is her follow-up video. It's only 9 minutes long. So we'll see.
The Jupiter update.
Yeah, we'll
AKA
see.
Corbin Panel.
Hello everybody and welcome back to today's video. Much to my despair, there have been more updates on the Jupiter situation. Now, if you don't know who Jupiter is, just to give a quick recap if you want more information.
Despair, I bet you're rubbing your greasy fucking palms together. Oh.
She couldn't push it to
almost
10
like,
minutes.
It's almost like you didn't expose a pedophile in your last video. You just showed all of his cringy clips so that you could make money off of it. I feel like PC.
I like that she has to put Corbin Panel in the title so that she can double down on the whole decision that she made last time about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's all it
in
is.
depth, go and watch my previous video. But Jupiter is a online predator. He makes his own TikToks. I've made the decision to try and not really go back onto his account now, mainly because he hasn't posted in quite a long time, giving us nothing recent of his.
I can't milk him.
I'd rather focus
Hey,
on
Mitch.
apps that kind of.
It's Mitch.
Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
Mitch,
Hey,
we're like 2 hours into this, buddy. I don't think you're gonna know what's going on.
I know. That's why I came in. I saw you still recording, and I'm like, how fucking long is this episode?
It's pretty long.
Beaver's fault for one.
I also wanted to create an extra track in the recording just to make it harder.
Oh, well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
No worries. I mean, you can stick around if you want, but we're just watching this thing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in class. I'm gonna fail.
Oh,
Good.
okay. Well, then.
That's like
maybe
good. Yes. Do not get a career. Do not get a career. Remain unemployed, and you can work for me.
Stay with us. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine how? Can you imagine how you're going to be at your job when you have something else? My God.
No.
Yeah,
I
we
literally
need
do.
you to be
He's doing
destitute.
jack shit now, and he can't even keep up.
You guys are like an abusive mother that doesn't want their son to move out of home or get like married or anything, so like they're always around.
Yeah, we're constantly like, why don't you do anything? But don't leave, please.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to this guy Jupiter. He'll take good care of you, Mitch.
Yeah, Jupiter's great. Actually, this will be great. See, how about this, Mitch? If you can stick around for a little bit, you can actually react to this video. This is the second of 2 videos, so now we can use you as a control. This is perfect.
All right. I'll react to this, and then I'll go back to the other group of people where I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Give evidence about him rather than looking at his own shitty, weird content. He's a nonce. He likes teddy bears and he follows weird kink accounts where people like to dress as babies. There have been some developments.
By the way, pause quick. Again, a while ago, chat, but I just want to point out that she said that these people that interact with these people and get them to admit things and make all of this icky like content, right, and give them all this attention to expose them, they're bad. They give these guys too much attention, give them an ego. However, I'm going to react not to Jupiter's content and call him a fucking nerd and a pedo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to react to one of those very people.
A hard watch, I'm going to say, but we'll dive straight into it.
Jupiter, aka Corbin Pinnell, was a pedophile. I'm hated for those crimes. I ask the world's forgiveness, as well as those who I've wronged, Bree, and all those other named souls that I have wronged. Pedophilia was never really what was supposed to be.
Well, at least this time she's chewing gum.
Wait,
yeah,
she's very unimpressed.
What's your impression, Mitch?
Okay, I didn't know it was going to be this fucking topic again. Why does this topic keep coming up? Is he joking or is he being for real?
That's a good question. We shouldn't tell him.
Exactly the point!
We shouldn't
You've
tell him.
just proved the point!
Yeah.
D.max made this point when you start bringing up the plausible deniability in your video, and then you get a retard like Mitch that comes along. Mitch is the testing stick.
People are going to think this is staged, but this is actually kind of perfect.
I mean, I'm leaning more towards it's real. I'm like, it's 70% real, 30% could
the
be
fact that
like...
it's 30%. The fact that it's 30% right now is so, oh my god. It's so bad.
Okay, is it 100%
No,
real?
it's good. You're doing perfect, Mitch. Keep doing you.
And by the way, I want to point out that at this point, Mitch is thinking this, and this is the video in which he admits that he's a pedophile. In the previous fucking 30-minute video we watched, none of that happened. None of that.
No.
Okay, so it's real. Yeah, I was right then. Like, gun to my head, I would pick real.
No, you're right. No, you were right. You were right. I mean, mask off, yeah.
Am I canceled now?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I am Corbin and Jupiter, and I give you my solemn word that it will never happen again. I beg your forgiveness.
Okay, pause. It's a very weird way to apologize for being that whilst making it look like you're giving a blowjob, leaning down like that.
There's a
I'm so
there was
sorry.
actually, I didn't know this. Yeah, Rarity was actually taking the video here.
I really hope I'm still not accidentally dialed into my class. That'd be awkward.
Yeah.
The world, I was a pedophile, but I have seen the error of my ways and wish to be forgiven of my pedophilia crimes. And all those others that I have hurt and wronged, I ask you to forgive me. I was never meant to hurt anyone. I bow my head in shame, and I am ashamed to call myself a Jupiter. I am ashamed of my actions, and I wish to be forgiven of the pedophilia crimes I have been accused of. And I promise you that it will never, ever happen again.
Such colorful commentary.
Jupiter and Corbin Pinnell. I swear upon that name that I will make this right. I am unworthy of calling myself Jupiter.
That's 2 minutes and 30 of her just like not even saying a word.
Wait, our problem is with her not reacting correctly and not what this guy did?
Yeah, look, Mitch, we've been over all this.
We've done a lot of shit already, Mitch.
Mitch, we've already been through all that, all right?
We watched the good video.
The first hour of this was us dunking on that pedophile, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're clear.
All right. Well, I had to get my quota in of dunking on him. Like,
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I am unworthy of calling myself Jupiter.
Her eyes are
With my
fucking
apologies
closed.
for my crimes. And I ask again to be forgiven of those said crimes. Pedophilia, being...
Wouldn't it be funny if he just popped back up on camera and was like, boo! Ow!
No, this was him transforming into a werewolf finally. Yeah.
But yeah, by the way, Mitch, he thinks he's a werewolf.
And a vampire.
And he's into My Little Pony, but that's unrelated. Well, it's very related.
Well, he thinks that
And he
he
has
can
had
transfer,
children with his My Little Pony.
and
Yeah.
he thinks he can transfer the soul, his My Little Pony soul, into a human soul.
Right.
Yeah, because he's
Human
not into
body.
animal fun.
No.
Yeah.
But he has a tail that's invisible that only a few people can see.
Yeah.
Like a Super Saiyan.
You know, sometimes I wish
Kinda.
Now Recording was around a few years ago, because there was this guy going around fucking Sonic plushie. That would have been a great Now Recording episode.
But we can still do it. Let's bring it back. Let's do it.
I'll
That
think
kind
about
of
it.
rings a bell.
Oh yeah,
Bring
that
it back,
had to have
baby.
been under your radar.
His
yeah.
name was Bo Black.
Of course it was. He's a Sonic fan. Mitch is a Sonic fan.
Yeah, but I wouldn't f him.
A good idea would be to get Boblax on to tell, because Boblax knows all about that guy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we
we
What
can-
about the lady Sonics, Mitch?
Yeah. How do you feel about Amy Rose or Rouge the Bat?
No, those are minors, and we stay the hell away from them.
Well, Amy's
More into
Amy's
Robotnik's
away.
wife.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Okay, that's fair. Smash cut to Robotnik clip.
Forgive me, everyone on TikTok. Forgive me, and know that my crimes are heard. And know that I wish to be repenting of those crimes. Forgive me.
The good thing is about this, and hold your horses before you think, hey Katie, what good could come from this? In the, admittance of Jupiter acknowledging the fact that he is a paedophile, this is the free card to absolutely just go in on this man. Now, the first funny thing I want to point out
What?
is that motherfucker.
You didn't need that.
Yeah, you already had it. You already had it well before this. Look what are you talking about?
I just want to tell you that he admitted it for a reason. You know, maybe if you did your research, you would have found out that he was one prior to this.
There's literally clips of him like trying to be like, yeah, you're 13, but you could, send me stuff if you don't say anything.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that he did this out of his own. Like he just decided to come clean. There was no pressure or anything.
So long as he's willing to reenact that entire begging thing in front of a judge, that I'd like to see in a courtroom.
Yeah.
Just to see the look on everyone's faces.
He's in an anime. Why is he bowing like that? It's actually f***ing cringe. What have I just seen? I think I'm still in shell shock that this man
It's
just sat there and said that he-
cringe.
It's cringe, mate. Boy, nonsense cringe, mate.
Pedophiles are cringe.
That nonce be nonsense, mate.
I can't wait till the school holidays are over until I get to tell all my friends at Hogwarts about this.
That doesn't seem like the right adjective. Cringe is not. I don't think cringe cuts it here.
It's indeed a pedophile. I don't know where to start. I'm assuming TikTok have taken action and removed this man off the platform. But
It's
that's not even
amazing.
good enough.
She's like, I just want again. She goes through all of this with this whole plausible deniability thing. Where she's like, I didn't do all my research, right? Stuff like that. And now she's like, he fucking said it. He fucking said it. He fucking said it, so I can't say it. What do you need? What plausible deniability?
Well, now
You
it's
see a
without a
guy
doubt that he's
creeping
not
on-
a character. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
This point, I go on and on in this channel saying how I wish they would take these people down, how they need to be deplatformed, and you can argue whether you think people should be deplatformed or not. I think if there are children involved, you should be. But I think that was admittance.
Again, I don't know who's making that argument. That's a very small sect of the community that's like, pedophiles should be allowed on the internet. That's normally the butt part. When people say, I love how she's like trying to moral grandstand, right? Where she's saying, deplatforming, no. Pedophiles should be deplatformed. That's a take that everybody has had on the fucking internet since forever. Right? Yeah. We don't like deplatforming, but if you're little fucking kids, get the fuck off.
You're out.
Of the internet.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna sit there and be like, oh. It's like a free speech absolute. It's like, no. Everybody should have a platform. Even if he's filming himself kids. He deserves to be on X. Who the f is making that argument, you dumb bitch?
Free speech.
Is this episode now only on Rumble? Like, because of that sentence?
Nah, this will be censored.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be
I think
quite
we
a
can
job.
get the police involved. Police, please intervene and get this man put behind bars. So yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Now, it was Linda Binder who
Police. He said he was a pedophile on the internet. Can you please arrest him because words came out of his mouth?
Boy, mate, he's a nonce. Why aren't you putting the handcuffs on him, mate?
Well, they are. I don't know about him, but she is British, and that's what they do over there. They do arrest people for what they say on the internet.
Well, he's not.
Yeah, that's true. He isn't. Yeah, he's from Idaho.
At least, right? And she doesn't do it in this thing, I'm pretty sure. But at least bring up the evidence of where it shows him catfishing, and then say, "Hey, cops, arrest the fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not because he said he was a pedo. You can say you're anything. I can say I'm a dragon. Doesn't matter.
Right.
It's the
I'm
internet.
1,000-year-old dragon.
I mean, he thinks he's a werewolf, so yeah, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, you can say anything. You can say anything. It doesn't even have to be true. Yeah. Literally.
Who posted this. Now, people have mentioned Linda to me and told me to look at their videos, and that's what I've done today because they post a lot of information on Jupiter. You should go and check their TikTok out if you want to see more, but pretty much we're looking through Linda's videos today because they've got a lot of evidence. So then I can't have some of the really sus, weird, concerning people in my comments saying, "Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Suck on this as evidence, bitch."
Oh, there you go, Beavers.
Whoa!
Did you see that, Beavers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was to you.
I don't need evidence. I don't need evidence, guys. I can say whatever the f*** I want.
I hope that she goes forward and she just calls as many people a pedophile as possible. You know, go with God on that one and see how well that works out for you, honey. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna work. You know, not a good career move. People have.
Let's see this one more time.
Want to see more, but pretty much we're looking through Linda's videos today because they've got a lot of evidence. So then I can't have some of the really sus, weird, concerning people in my comments saying, "Where's your evidence? Where's your evidence?" Suck on this as evidence, bitch. If anyone wants to comment that this person needs to have some leeway given for him, you need your hard drive.
You're the
That's
one.
not the same thing. That's not the same argument.
It's not the same.
Yeah, and she's literally the person who is giving the plausible deniability by saying that this guy might be joking in the last video.
Yeah.
So
And-
you. Yes, you do need to provide evidence, you dumb
And
cunt.
again, beating a dead horse here, right? But yes, when I click on a video that says somebody is a predator, I expect you to provide me with evidence of that person being a predator, and
Toot
not
sweet.
just the cringy little clips that you could find where you can make a little stink face.
And you cannot jump to the, you're defending a pedophile, you need your hard drives checked, when you're not providing the evidence.
It comes up here. Oh, chef's kiss for what comes out of her mouth pretty soon, I believe.
Okay.
So he is one. There is evidence, more evidence than what's in this video. But
She's
just
lazy,
using it.
Mitch. She's just being
Yeah.
lazy, and now she's like blaming everybody else.
She
for
made
criticizing.
okay, just to catch Mitch up. She made a previous video that we watched, dog shit video, right? She addresses the wrong things, and she's just hungry for f***ing monetization. So she calls the guy a predator, but only reacts to his cringy clips, right? Then she got flack for that, and now she's in this video here. She's gonna react to some of the more hardcore evidence
Well, and
because
she gets to
got
come
that
in-
criticism.
and she gets to
But
come in with
also,
the-
fuck
yeah.
you guys for wanting me to have evidence.
Well, no, and
But
she
then
gets the-
also, I'm gonna conflate not having evidence with people saying that this guy shouldn't have anything done to him because he's mentally ill. At what point did that come out of anybody's mouth?
No, yeah. And she comes in with, she gets to come in now with this video of saying like, look, he admitted it. So now he is a pedophile. And like, I can say it. But the thing is, it's not like she was saying in the last video, like, oh guys, well, you know, innocent until proven guilty. Like all of these things are really bad, but you don't know or whatever. She wasn't saying any of that. She was saying that like, it's just circular reasoning. Like honestly, just accusing people of the things that she's literally doing within her own video and then coping, malding, seething in this one. Stupid. You know, people don't like it because you don't have fucking evidence. Get evidence. That's it.
By the way,
1 minute of it would work.
By the way, I do find it funny that the only time that she has been emotive, right, has been when she's getting criticism. It seems like somebody
you,
can't
haters.
take it. Seems like somebody can't take it. Almost like you'd block people over it. Isn't that funny? Almost like you'd at someone, talk shit, and then before I had a chance to reply, you'd block me about it.
I
Foreshadowing.
I had the most innocuous type of banter with her, and she blocked me. All right, so this is the part, Beavers, you're talking about that's coming up.
Yeah, the mental. Just go back like a second, just so we get the mental illness part. I believe it's here.
And you may be thinking, well, okay, he's taken a step closer to redemption. No one's thinking that. He's taken a step, that's for sure, by apologising. The thing is about apologies is, first of all, you can't just apologise for being a piece. I don't think that's how it works. And number two, you've got to change. And yeah, well, some other
What?
footage was
Wait,
linked of him
whoa.
being a...
You have to change, guys.
Yeah,
you gotta change.
You can't say sorry. You can't just say sorry, all right? But you gotta change, all right?
You gotta prove that you've changed.
You can never change from being a pedophile. But you gotta change if you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
little f***ing freak.
I think
and,
it's later, by the way.
Thought about maybe becoming a star.
It's later.
You ever thought about that? I mean, what if
We gotta see this like almost
If ever
immediately.
you got
It's
married
like
and we
this
decided
video.
to make our own videos.
Yeah,
would you-
right.
And we added them to different sites, and they paid us a butt ton of money. Would you consider doing it with me every time?
For context, this is someone that Jupiter thought was from the ages of 14 to 15 years old. She knew.
She needs another
By the way,
content
I
creator to provide
legitimately, I
context.
think she's using stock footage. Not stock footage, but like she's made her own stock footage for reactions.
Oh, of her. Yeah. I think.
I
it
feel
is-
like
think
she
it is.
filmed herself and then put the TikTok next to it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like timed out. Like
Can I even see the monitor in her eyes? I don't think I can.
Not sure.
Her eyes are black as her soul.
Of 14 to 15 years old. He knew what he was doing was wrong. He even said it to me multiple times. Like, the police can't do anything about it because they won't imprison someone that has mental issues. So he knew what he was doing was wrong. And I believe that
They
if someone
definitely will.
does something
They
that they know is
definitely
wrong,
will.
They should
Oh,
be
yeah.
held accountable for their actions.
Yeah. I mean, what? Chris Chan spent like a couple of years in county jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely will. You can't just be like, I'm mentally ill, so I get off. That's
Yeah,
not how the
no,
world works.
Yeah.
So I just want to also preface by saying I really appreciate the Linda Binder for a lot of this content. It's very helpful.
Yeah,
I
fuck.
think, because
Hold
without-
on,
without-
pause. I appreciate Linda Binder for, as we saw in Smokey's video, you know, talking to him, getting him to say these things, right? Exposing him in a sense. But also, people that do that, they're giving them attention. Oh my God. Fuck those people.
Without this person, we wouldn't have a lot of this evidence in a place where we can just find it. easily.
Interesting argument. Are you a nonce?
Let's see. Let's hear that again.
Very helpful, I think, because without this person, we wouldn't have a lot of this evidence in a place where we can just find it easily. And I think if the police were given this, they should be able to make some actions based on that. But of course, the justice system in general is pretty fucked up. I wouldn't hold my breath. They made a really good point here. A lot of people seem to say to me that, you know,
This is the
people
part.
aren't all there, so maybe they should have a little bit of leeway, or they should be looked at differently in terms of their crimes. No, especially after seeing this, in his case, saying that he has mental problems, so he's not gonna be kind of held accountable for his actions, which is proof to me that 99% of the time, mental health problems or mental conditions or not, you should be held accountable. Doesn't mean we don't have to sit back and realize that their brain works differently.
Why
As
is it
I
always
said before, the
99% of the
outcome is
time?
same.
Why?
Punishment should
Why?
be.
But that,
Yeah, why-
Look, but also, again, 99% of the time. But also, like, what she's just said there is contradictory.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
She says their mental illness means nothing, right? No leeway, no special consideration. But you know, I don't want the people with mental illness to be upset with me. So what am I
Right.
going to say? Oh, but you know, we do have to understand them because mental illness and neurodivergence is a very serious problem.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Bro, you know this video is so boring. I keep looking at this tragic life of Johnny Elbows, and I'm like, man, I want to click on
Looks like
I
a good video,
Yeah,
yeah.
my brain keeps going like, that might be a good video.
As I stated
Yeah.
before, the outcome is the same. Their punishment should be the same, and that's just my opinion. I just think it's unfair to put people who do
What
have mental
opinion?
health problems or mental conditions to the side.
You've had
and
no
see-
opinion.
Yeah, there's
You've
no...
covered the flaw. You've covered it.
Yeah.
The only opinion that you could have that's different to your opinion is, yes, if somebody's mentally ill, they should be able to rape someone. That is the only opinion that you haven't covered right there.
No. 1% of the time they should be able to. Yeah.
True.
Exactly,
True.
or mental conditions to the side and see their crimes as not as bad because they have issues. I think that's strange. Like I said once in my other videos, the children involved in these situations couldn't give less of a
Bye, Mitch.
if they have a mental health problem or not. They would be traumatized. Therefore,
No, you, don't you come here and tell me that you care about the children. don't
It's all
don't
about
you
the
try and say that
children.
you love the
Yeah.
children.
Yeah,
Where's your little ad spot for the fucking abused child line or like where's that? Where's the revenue for this video going, baby? Where's it
Exactly.
going? It's going to your pocket.
It's not going to Sophia, that's for sure.
All the Sophias apparently they've all
Yeah.
groomed.
people like this who use conditions that affect people. You know, in everyday life, I've suffered from mental health problems. I have family who have suffered from mental health problems. I know people who have different mental health conditions and they don't talk to kids and are not pedophiles.
If you feel like you are mature enough to make babies, then you are old enough to do so. To which someone replied, so you would breed me even if I'm 15? And his simple response was, yes.
You know what? It's good at least we have this evidence because there's no holding back. What a fucking little weirdo. All I'm going to say is karma may potentially get round to this man one day in some form or other, if you know what I'm saying. People like this, they need to be deplatformed, and I know there's a lot of arguments around deplatformation, deplatform something, but I think there are times where it is absolutely valid and he should be silenced. Let's just say that.
Because
wait. Again, the doublespeak. It's like you're saying that it's good that the people cover them, but it's not good that people cover them, but you think that they should be deplatformed. It's like this is not an opinion. Like this is actually like a negative opinion. It's like it's not rationalized in anything.
She's mopping the floor with her opinions.
Exactly. She's going back and forth and back and forth. You're right. It's mopping the floor.
It's word vomit. Yeah, she doesn't even know what she's saying at the.
No. Yeah.
Because I am who I am. They can't change that.
So firstly, again, I just want to thank Linda Binder for posting all this. I really appreciate it.
She literally just did it again!
We could just go and look at the...
Like, literally, that was it! She literally just went back on her immediate point from before. Like, that's fucking nuts!
Yeah, so this is Linda Binda is someone who's also been trolling this person as well, right?
Right.
And so yeah,
Oh,
so now,
I don't know. I believe they're trolling them.
No,
They seem
Linda
pretty
Bind is the
And
girl
then-
with the person with the glasses, you know, that you thought was like a...
And then
yeah.
also to diffuse a potential argument that she might make is she might say, oh, but Linda Binder wasn't talking to... She has spoken to him in the past, but in that specific clip that you showed, she was going over DMs, right, that this person had sent. I guarantee you that the person that said to them, you would still breed me if I was 15, was a troll. So Linda Binder covering it is essentially the same as having them in the VC with them. It's the same concept, right? They're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
She's covering the people with them and keeping track of them.
Exactly.
People may be thinking we could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie. I feel like it's a good idea to kind of spread this kind of information also on YouTube, just to give people the opportunity to find out who this guy is.
Oh, go back.
More attention to how
Oh my God.
Go
Go back just a little bit, last bit.
For posting all this, I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people may be thinking we could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie. I feel like it's a good idea to kind of spread
Why would you bring that up?
we could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie. We could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie. We could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie. We could just go and look at the TikToks, Katie.
Why would you bring... See, when I was watching this, I was thinking, you seem to be thanking Linda Binder a lot, right? And then at the end of it, you're kind of like, and I feel like I feel like it's good to present this here, you know, not just on TikTok. I feel like it's good to spread it. It's almost like you're not, like, I'm never going to argue that this isn't fair use. It's completely fair use. I'd never argue that. I'd argue that it's very lazy. And you know it's very lazy. And that's why you are thanking Linda Binder and you are saying, ooh, I'm just reacting to people's clips. But, you know, I feel like it's a good thing that I do this. I understand that you could just go watch the TikToks, but I feel like it's good that I'm doing this.
Yeah, if your like 10-minute long video can be summed up by pedophile bad, you probably didn't do that great a job. You know?
Anyway, let's bang this out.
Information also on YouTube, just to give people the opportunity to find out who this guy is and kind of bring more attention to how fucked he is. If that wasn't enough evidence to you people, if there's any of you that don't really...
You didn't do that in your first video. She didn't do that in her first video at all. It just looked like a creep. It didn't look like a pedo in his first video.
Yeah.
She didn't prove it.
Like that because he's mentally ill, kind of hide behind the fact he's mentally ill, which quite frankly, I don't care. It's not relevant in this case at all. Maybe in court.
Why'd you bring it up?
That's not relevant, but we do need to. It's not relevant, but we do need to understand them. But they're still equally as culpable. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now.
So much doublespeak. It's mopping the floor with an opinion. That's the perfect way to put it. Yeah.
I mean, I'll say my opinion right now. Right, a Downey raped somebody, okay, and a business executive raped somebody. Two different things.
It's true,
right? Still a crime.
They're both they're both
it's still a crime, right?
Right.
But there is some consideration. I will openly state my opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
leeway for him. First of all, that's not in my control, and secondly, the justice system's pretty fucked up, so I wouldn't be surprised. But again, the police aren't even involved. I'm 99% certain, so kind of a pointless hypothetical. But I just wanted to again end the video by saying, Jupiter, you are a fucking oddball. To be polite, there's only a certain amount.
Why would you?
Voice.
You're an oddball. You're a cute
Called him a
pedophile
earlier.
Yeah.
You're a real oddball there, Jupiter. Yeah, you're a real dingus. Man, oh man, if you keep this up, I'm gonna ooh, darn tootin', I'm gonna call you something bad.
You're so wacky.
Voice my opinion on this app because I don't want to be deplatformed or have a strike on my account. But you can all take what information from that as you.
Wait,
will.
what'd she just say?
She says she doesn't want to be deplatformed and have a strike on her account for calling him a pedophile.
How is that gonna?
Well, I mean, there have been people that have gotten...
Because, D.max, she's not doing this to expose him. She's doing this for her wallet.
No, but
because if she got a strike,
there has
or
been
if she
people
got deplatformed, her money would go away.
There has been people that made videos on EDP that have gotten strikes on their channel.
And you know why they made those videos? But you know why they made those videos, Matt? Because they wanted to show how much of a pig that guy was.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why they made the video.
With EDP, like, was there like verbatim him saying "I am a"?
Nah, but it was pretty. He got caught.
Well, no, but I'm saying like there's a big difference.
He went to go pick up a cupcake. All right, he wanted cupcakes.
Well, I'm just saying that like we have Jupiter literally saying "I am a pedophile" and like apologizing for it. So like that, like I just feel like YouTube would look at that and be like, well, it's not her saying this; it's him. It's literally
I mean,
like
sometimes YouTube doesn't look at stuff like that, like the way they did look at ours. So
I suppose, but
I get where she's coming from, right? But I don't feel like if you say something, if he has said something, if words come out of somebody else's mouth and you say it, right? That's not gonna like I just don't believe that would get you deplatformed, right?
Yeah.
Woe is me! I'm risking my ass out here, guys, to expose this guy.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm really sorry I put you through that. It must have been really uncomfortable. And yeah, please like and comment to try and boost this. Get it out there for the algorithm so more people can see who this guy is.
What?
And subscribe if you want me to cover more fucked up little...
No!
Definitely to expose him, guys. Definitely to expose him.
Wow, I'm having crazy deja vu right now. I don't know why. That's so weird. I feel like this has happened before. I'm not kidding. Like, I feel like we've had this exact recording before. It's so weird.
Rats.
I don't know
See you
why.
soon, kids. Oh, probably shouldn't say that after that video. See you soon, guys.
There you go.
All right.
The funnies at the end.
All right.
So
again, I do love how she gets so emotional when she's being criticized. The first video was just her sitting there with a stank face.
You see who she's fighting with now? Red Hood. Our residential retard. Yeah.
She'll fight with Red Hood, but she won't take my bait? What the hell?
No, she won't fight us because she's afraid.
Well, she got some advice from this guy used to orbit the community. Narcolept. He hangs out with God, what's her name? What's that girl's name? That girl commentator, Lieutenant Rampage
Corbus?
or something. No,
Lieutenant Corbus.
No. Her name was just Lieutenant. It was like Lieutenant Corbus. She had Lieutenant, but it was like Lieutenant Rampage, or I can't remember what her name was. But she hung out like last year. But yeah, he gave her advice to advice for the future: don't interact with debate bros because it'll do more damage to your brain than any good. And she says, learn the hard way.
Bro, but like, there's a big difference between debate bros and people who are just like, yo, but like, this is like a shortcoming of yours. And honestly, like, too, it's like providing evidence would actually shield you from whatever negative consequences might arise from you accusing somebody on YouTube. Like, it is a better thing to have the evidence than to just like dunk on somebody, which, by the way, again, she did call him a pedophile. So like her saying that she didn't even do that, like she did. She literally
she
did
does it for the
video.
funnies. She does it for the funnies. It's
because it's funny to call people a pedophile. Yeah, I get it.
But if you go, but hold on, just go back to that one for us quickly.
Yeah. I'm just getting something set up quick.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, how did she start with you? Because she adds you on Twitter. She literally
it's me on Twitter.
Yeah, she literally added you.
I don't know if you want to pull up my Twitter quickly. I spoke to her in the beginning. But I didn't really speak to her. It was a one-sided conversation, really. You go down. By the way, follow Beavers McWood. No, go up.
This one.
Wait.
Right?
Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. So I added her after I watched her video, and I commented under her video. I said something like, "Your video shit," right? Comments because it is. It's objectively shit.
It's pretty
crappy
bad.
video.
Yeah.
So I at her. By the way, I learned that I have to put the little
period
dot
period
so you don't
thing,
get put into replies. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, your first video on Jupiter is actually a piece of shit. It is so bad that you come away from it asking for evidence for why the pedo is a pedo. If you're going to milk the lolcows, at least be honest about it. Right? Now, at this point, I had not seen her reply to me. Just chef's kiss, right? Because in her reply to me, she says, at Beavers McWood, bro's mad that half your videos get restricted. Stay mad, bozo. It's almost like you care about the money. It's almost like that's all you care about. It's almost like I'm correct in you milking the lol cows. Now, I don't want to come across as a moral grandstander, right? Mm-hmm. I'm open with what I do.
Right.
Now recording is the fucking TMZ of the internet.
Hell yeah.
Right? We know what we are. We don't pretend to be these virtuous human beings.
No.
But just be honest with yourself with what you're doing. I don't know why you can't do that. Your reply to me saying that about my videos getting restricted, why does that matter? Oh, because you don't make money on your videos. Your shit doesn't get out there. Well, fuck you, that's not the only thing that matters. Did now recording, didn't get paid for a long ass time. Now, don't get paid that much. Still do it. It's fun. I like shit on people like you because you're pathetic.
She also tweeted out, having people tell me I don't need evidence to call people out for being predators, pedos is insane. Had some transphobic little shit try and call me out for not breaking the literal TOS. Is she talking about you?
I have no clue, but she does seem like the type of person that would say transphobic little shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't deconstruct what that transphobic little shit told you, can you?
Yeah.
Can you? It just hurt you in your fifis.
Yeah, so you got to go to ad hominem is what it is. Yeah, you can't argue it based on the merits. Because we're debate bros, right? That's what we are.
They might be
now.
trans. I don't know. I don't care.
Are they? Yeah, that was my next question.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. Like, see, here's the thing, dude. Is that like I don't know you from Jump. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know you from Eve, right? And yet, like, Beavers comes in and he's showing us these videos, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, yeah, these are pretty bad videos, right? And I just think that, like, if you're going to be somebody who does like commentary style stuff, you have to be able to dish it out, and you have to be able to take it, right? So like, it's just the idea of just like hiding behind like, because correct me if I'm wrong, but it was pretty much you made that first tweet, Beavers, and then she blocked you, and then she replied to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, no, you don't get to do that. Like, that's cowardice. That's stupid. At the very least, it's worth criticism.
She's moving really fast, by the way. July 19th, she had 1,000 subscribers.
She's going to be huge.
Oh,
Trust, I know she's going to be huge, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, this isn't I'm Alex. It's I'm Alex 2.0. She's just going to spew shit out of her mouth.
She's gonna get too big for her britches. She's gonna go in hot on somebody, and then she's gonna make a horrible mistake, and it's gonna ruin her career. And the thing is, it's gonna be really funny because we're literally the assholes who are being like, ha ha ha, making fun of her, pointing at her. But if she just listens, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
well, you can tell.
But why
But you
listen
can
to
also
us,
tell
right?
that like she's so. The thing about it is, I almost feel like she's trying to protect herself, right? Because she's got this growth. Because the thing that you might not know thing that you might not know by looking at her YouTube channel, which is exploding now, she's a failed Twitch streamer. She tried that out, it didn't work out. Because it's funny how when you're streaming, that people expect more.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit there for 4 hours watching your stanky face.
Well, the interesting
that is a
part
good
about-
point.
The interesting part about her, when you're a failed streamer, you know, you could be bad with money. Those who are also bad with money. Ghosty, Joe, a.k.a. Mr. Bramey, K-Hug, Strictly Patrick, Abby Blackbird, Echo of Tragedy, Reynolds Hughes, Always Zero, Panic Pun, Everborn, Fanfiction Narrator, Fresh Brewski, Mame, Stefan Corbino. If you want to be bad with money, all you got to do is pay $14.99 a month, and you can become Bad with Money. Say your name after every episode and every live stream. If you can't afford that, you have the Beaver Lover, $10.99 a month, gets you into live streams, priority calls when you call in. And if you can't afford that, Stumpy's get you access to membership streams and the Discord server, only $4.99 a month.
Yeah, support the TMZ of the internet, because at least we're honest about what we do. We don't like to pretend.
Yeah, we're assholes, but we're honest assholes. All right.
Absolutely.
And speaking of honest assholes, go check out our description for our video. We got a bunch of cool artists that do a bunch of good stuff for everybody. If you want to hire them, you can get thumbnails, you can get profile pictures, you can get all sorts of art assets for anything that you need in terms of content creation or whatever it is, because we like to pay it back, unlike some people. Isn't that right? Whatever your bitch name is. Yeah, but that's it. That's all it is.
Fuck. All right. Anything else, guys?
Pedophiles are bad.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job, Mitch. Good job.
And always remember, now recording is always recording.
Go.
Adios.
I like it.
Oh my god, that was a long episode.
That was a long episode. I'm going to edit the shit out of that.